I muted. Let me check if the music is muted. No, at least you have the music. You just didn't have me. Is there any reverb or anything? Okay, no. Wait, I forgot. Oh shit, I forgot to do my warm-up. My voice is gonna get fried. We're gonna have like 30 seconds of whale noises or something. I'm talking into a straw, okay? Give me a second. It's really good for you, and I forgot. I've had like 3 crises. Was it crises? What is crisis in plural? Crises, crises. This morning, every time, I think that everything is together, and I can finally be like, okay, no. Crises? Okay, I was right. Oh man, it's been so annoying. Literally every time I think I have my day figured out. No, just kidding. I have a quick question. I don't know if anyone in chat would know. For the Pokemon DLC, can you download the outfits and stuff that come with it before the DLC comes out? Or is it like you buy it and you download that when it's out? I'm just trying to figure out if my DLC is unlocked or not. Because I bought it and I don't know if it's playable or not. I might play it in a few hours if it's playable. There's Pokemon DLC, yeah! all at once, unreleased later tonight. But that's the thing. I bought my game in like an Asia time zone. So I'm trying to, like, I can download the clothes right now. I'm trying to figure out, does that mean I already have the DLC? Or can anyone get the clothes, like, whenever? I didn't download them, but I have the option. It's like, get your downloadable content clothes things. Well, I think, I just don't know if I can use it or not. And if I can use it, we might play it later. I don't know if we can, that's the thing. I will have to, once you load in game, you can use it. Yeah, but does that mean that I can use mine now? Or does that mean I have to wait for the North America deadline? Like, I don't know. I bought it from the JP shop, but I'm playing on an American account. And I'm just like, I don't know if the DLC unlocks based on the account that I'm playing it on, or if it's like where the game is. I know when you buy the game, it's where the game is, but I don't know about DLC. I have no idea. Oh well. Maybe we'll try to access it later, and if it works, we'll stream Pokemon. If it doesn't work, we will not stream Pokemon. Because I can't do it if it doesn't work. But I wanted to do it in like 3 or 4 hours from now, but this is much longer than I thought, so I don't know if we'll get there or not. I think it depends on the times when you're playing on. That's not true though. It might be true for the DLC, but I know it's not true for the game itself. Like, you can buy from any region and play when it unlocks in that region. The Switch account I'm playing on is NA, but I bought it from a JP account. Which is why I don't know if it's the account I buy it from or the account I play on, man. I don't know. But, that's fine. Speaking of I don't know, I was gonna look into this a little bit on stream. I guess we can watch the video. I just don't know. I keep hearing about this, but I don't really know the situation that much. But apparently there's like a lot of issues with Starfield, and I've never really been interested in that game in the first place. But I want to look into one video I found about it, just because I literally don't know what's going on. I just see people getting mad about it like constantly, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck.
Well, with all the Starfield craze going around, I figured today we'd do a video about minimum versus recommended specs. So as you can see, I built SLI systems here so that we can take a look.
I know that apparently it's really like not optimized.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about whether or not if you're running the minimum or even the recommended spec, if it's up to snuff.
No, the anchor I haven't seen wasn't that. It's about the game's functionality.
Probably not.
Definitely about the functionality.
The Air 903 Max mid-tower case from Montech features a 51% porosity ventilation rate, pre-installed HP 140mm ARGB fans.
So they're trying it with, I guess, a bunch of different builds. You can't see it! Oh, sorry, I'm such a mess today, guys.
Not interested in RGB, then the Air 903 base is just for you with its clean aesthetic and incredible component support at a price that won't have you...
Go back. This is Starfield, I guess.
Okay, so we're going to talk about whether or not, if you're running the minimum or even the recommended spec,
no idea if this bad, no graphics at all. Yeah, my screen capture can't even run it. Wow!
Alert, probably not. The Air 903 Max mid-tower case from Montech features a 51% porosity ventilation rate, pre-installed HP 140mm ARGB fans, and 21 built-in RGB modes
any
for
of the
a
other
premium feel
reasons.
without the premium price.
Because I feel like that's just
RGB,
not
then the Air
a good
903
discussion
base
right
is
now.
just for you.
I just want to talk about the functionality.
Incredible component support at a price that won't have you crying. To see the full list of Air 903 specs from Montech, follow the link in the description below. So I've got my assistant here, Phil. Wait, who's running the camera?
No bugs only feature.
Moving on.
I don't really play
so
games
what we have
from
here
Bethesda,
are two systems for Starfield. Now, obviously,
every time I hear their name, it's something bad, though.
So the minimum
almost
spec, it's funny, it's
time.
starting to look like an ad for AMD at this point. Minimum spec system is running a 2600.
AAA game is garbage, color me shocked. I mean, they're very often rushed out.
So I'm running a 2600 with PBO turned
Oh,
on.
some of that is due to consumer demand, but I mean, there are games that just say fuck it and delete anyway.
Technically a little bit higher spec than the
I think having a deadline to build a game is
recommended.
honestly detrimental to
So
the
this
game.
is just about as close
You should
as we can
probably
get.
decide when it's it's going to
running
release
16
when it's
gigabytes
actually
of
done already,
DDR4,
but
running at
anyway.
2966 megahertz. The recommended system is also an AMD
Anything
spec
can
system
happen
running
to
a
delay. You never
3600
know.
XT, it's an XT CPU. even
You're
though
having fun with
3600
it. That's what matters
spec.
more than anything,
And
how
then
fun it
the
is.
GPU
I mean,
is a
Pokemon Violet
6800
Scarlet's
XT.
pretty dang broken,
Alternatively,
and I
if you were
love
running
it, so...
AMD or Intel systems,
Hello, gamer,
the
anyway.
minimum spec for Intel is so much lower than
It's
AMD.
not unpolished, it's
But I don't
modder-friendly.
think- I feel
I
like
do
it's
enjoy a
disingenuous
good
because
modder-friendly game.
The difference
That's why
in
all
AMD
these
part
years
and Intel
later, I
part, they're
still
not- they're
prefer
not
The
performance
Sims
parity at
1.
all. Like,
It
Intel
wasn't
stuff
even
is
the
way
game
older,
that
way
came
slower,
out. Like,
which
it
is
wasn't
very
even
odd.
The
In fact,
Sims
that's why the
game
1070
for, like,
Ti is sitting
when
right there on
I
the
would have
table
been playing
because
games like normal people. I just
was
used my parents' copy of
noticeably
The
different,
Sims, and I modded the
gaming
absolute
experience
fuck
than
out
the
of it.
5700 XT, and that's the minimum NVIDIA spec.
And I
when it
never
comes to the
wanted to
graphics
play
card.
anything but the
Minimum
first
Intel
one.
is
Also,
a
what's the jamming in, Joey?
6800K. So we're going all back to Intel 6.
Can't have a dev take years to
The
make a game. But that's the
recommended spec
thing. We
is
can
a
change this
6800
whole
XT, like I
system
said,
of
for
how
AMD,
game development
or
works.
an RTX 2080. Now, when you compare those two, the 2080 is significantly slower
I
than
mean,
a 6800 XT.
It
So
would,
once
it
again,
would require a lot of
weirdness
issues.
there.
Because the
And then
reality is
Intel
missing
CPU
a deadline
recommends a
can be bad.
10600K,
But at the same
for the
time,
Intel side. So I don't
I
have
think-
any
I
of
think
those
it's
Intel
worse
parts. I do have the GPU,
to
but
have
we knew
to
that the
move,
6800
or
XT
no,
faster,
it's
so
worse
that's what
to
we went with.
release a broken
So
game than
I
it is
don't
to
feel
move a
like
deadline.
Their
But
minimum
if you don't
and
set a
recommended
deadline, you're not
AMD
going to have a
versus
rushed
Intel
team
are
in the
even,
first
like,
place.
fairly compared. So anyway, this is just a funny joke we had here. When you sit here idle
Holy
in your
shit.
ship, it starts to do like this panoramic exterior
So
shot
is
of your ship, or,
Starfield
like,
basically
kind of
just
like an orbit.
Minecraft in space?
But we're in the ship.
I
and
haven't
that's what it
like
does.
even
So
looked
anyway,
at what it is
nighttime
really.
right now, which is
But
kind of
that's just
funny.
looking like Minecraft
So one thing I
in
want to
space.
point
I
out,
guess
these are
not.
also running Windows 11.
That doesn't
They are
look like Minecraft
identical
in space
systems running
anymore.
the same SSDs, which by the way, SSDs do say required for the that's
Space
just because of
room?
the loading times. They're on
Holy shit,
fresh
this is God.
installs.
Fallout in
Nothing
space.
else on the
Okay.
system. So what
Oh,
you're going to see right here is
997?
like best possible scenario for the specs at which we built
Space
these
out.
systems.
What about Space
But as you can see right
Jam?
now, sitting here exactly in the same
What if
spot.
I want to
I'm at
slam?
medium,
And welcome
and
to
we're
the
1080p.
jam.
Both of these are 1080p.
Why
So
can't we have
no
Space
upscaling, 'cause
Jam,
you'll see when we
basketball
talk
game?
upscaling, it's freaking
The only sports
48
game
FPS
I would
and
play.
fills at 61 FPS,
Alien
12 to
Ashford.
13 FPS improvement with a pretty
There's
significant
so much you can do in
bump
it though. That sounds fun.
in hardware tier. It's a whole new, it's like a whole generation new on everything, right? 2600 versus 3600, 5700 versus 6000.
So like all the new
So
graphics
let's
stuff.
go ahead and get.
I
let's
like
go
it,
to
boys,
space
if you're
first real
over.
quick. Let's see what happens in space. Now, what you want to pay attention to
I've heard
is
the
our
Wolfenstein
GPU usage.
games are
So if
fun,
you look
though.
up here at the top, that's temp. That's our GPU usage. That's our
Okay.
frequency.
Mine's pretty low.
Because yours is not being hit as hard. That's something that we've
So this
noticed
is like a bunch of
with
PCs where they're
different
running
GPU
it, I
testing,
guess?
even with like an RTX 4090, is it never loads the GPU entirely. So it's starting to look like a lot of an engine limitation or just an optimization of utilizing GPU when it comes to the title. Now, as you can see for the CPUs, directly comparable, you can see my CPU
Oh, man,
tends
one of
to
them's at
be at a
90.
more overall higher usage, but it's kind of hard to see because we don't have the overall CPU usage.
Oh, wait,
showing.
this is
They're
the minimum
both
versus the
6-core,
recommended
12-thread
specs. That makes a big
CPUs.
difference in
No,
how much it
ironically,
takes.
the minimum spec is only intended for 1080p low.
Yeah,
So
minimum
the fact that we're even
PC
running it
specs
high
is
right
really
now,
giving
I
it
think
all
is
its
a good thing,
chugging.
but what we're
I
gonna show you
always
in this
assume
video
minimum
is
doesn't
that,
work though. Like minimum,
the settings themselves,
from my opinion,
don't
is like
give
you
a
load it
huge
up and
hit
you can
in
actually
performance.
open
Again,
the
that was what? I
game.
was at
Whether or not it's
51
functional, you might need the
54,
recommended.
so we're not
But you can
down
at
to
least open
49,
a game with the
48. It doesn't have as much of
recommended.
a hit as you would expect.
Play for
My
5
GPU is
minutes,
fully tilted
maybe?
right now. It's at 99%. I can't go any faster. Yours is still sitting there at 83%.
Stream? No!
Let's land and let's go into the city.
Fuck!
Dude, the cops.
Oh no.
You're safe, kid.
Oh, no.
Run back to the shower. Take it. Jay.
Ah!
No!
I may or may
Fucking
not,
hell.
in my game save, have been in the middle of attacking cops. Oh god, they followed me on my
Okay,
ship.
guys. How are we doing?
Bro. Okay, so I'm at 40 FPS, standing. just
How are we
stand behind the
doing?
cockpit. Oh, what? Where'd you come
I'm just
from?
gonna pause this video. We'll just move that discussion. I need to make sure the stream is working, and then we can look at it. Hold on. Are we good? I'm just gonna load the videos I need. I'm not gonna load any extra ones right now. Did it work if you refresh? Hold on. So, long story short, my ISP didn't fix it when they said it was fixed. That's fucking fantastic! Again! I am like actually starting to cry right now. I am like actually having tears go down on my face. I have been to my ISP 3 fucking times. Every time it takes them 1 to 2 weeks to be able to send someone here, and I'm just... I can't even stream properly anymore. I haven't been able to play Final Fantasy in like a month because I haven't had stable enough internet. I can barely play anything because everything looks like dog shit when I stream it at low quality. I can change my ISP, but it's really complicated because apparently I would literally have to rewire the walls, which I'm already having to do somewhat because of the basement and I can't even explain like just how disappointed I am right now. I am really disappointed that it's not fixed because I've just had to drop the quality by half, and this should have been over with. This should have been over with. The internet should be working. I have had multiple people from the ISP come to look at it, test a lot of different things, say everything is working, and they're saying that maybe the wire in the wall is broken, but that makes no sense because it was working until it suddenly wasn't. I'm really insisting that it was probably the wire outside and weather hit it or something, but they have flat out told me they do not care. They will not check the wire outside until I replace the one in the walls, which, by the way, it's like over 100 feet slinking through walls from one corner of a building to another. So I can't fucking do that. So I'm just sitting here with the different device. That's the thing. It comes and goes on every device. With the Wi-Fi has been spotty, but at least that's Wi-Fi, so it's to be expected. I ran speed tests last night, wired instead of streaming. I did everything, and it should be working. Here's the worst part. When my ISP was here, I tested it, and it was working. So basically, at this point, I'm just being gaslit by my internet. I am literally being gaslit by my internet, you guys. Because every time I call the ISP, they come here and they check it, and they're like, it's working! And I'm like, oh! And I check and it is working. But then as soon as they leave, it's not working! How does that happen? There are other ISPs in my area, so I might have to look into them. The problem is I've heard they go out a lot for friends that have them. The one I have isn't the fastest, but it's the most reliable. And now it's not. So, yeah, this fucking sucks. And I'm sorry, I don't think I can do anything about it. I guess we'll have to try to not have any big events for a while, which is disappointing because I've already canceled like 2. That's okay! Yeah, I am tired of making phone calls, you know. When you have phone anxiety and social anxiety when people come in your fucking house, and then you have to be like, hey, not only am I calling you on the phone, I'm asking you to come to my house. My biggest nightmare. No! Also, while I appreciate specific company suggestions, guys, please remember everyone lives in different places. Everyone has different internet options. I cannot discuss options. So, I can't take any suggestions. While I appreciate it, I cannot confirm or deny any guesses, and I cannot take any suggestions because they may or may not be available to me. But hopefully it gets solved before Halloween. I already had to cancel my Halloween concert. It's one of the ones I had to cancel. I'm postponing it until hopefully early winter. But basically fighting my ISP has had me so down in the dumps that, like, I just haven't had the time or energy to put into anything. That combined with everything else, like, you guys know, obviously there's like, a lot, especially this week. And then having to travel on top of it and having my ISP not work at all on top of it. I am so fucking tired mentally. I'm just so tired. I want my internet to function, please. That's what I am paying for. You are supposed to function. But that's okay. I don't think it'll affect watching videos. I have the actual show we were going to watch today up. Yeah, we're just gonna chill and watch some Cringe. How does that sound? No complaining about games being functional or not. My ISP said no. We're going to just watch bad documentaries. But you know what? That cheers everyone up, right? Bad reality TV. Bad reality TV. I wanted to stream Pokemon later. I don't know if I can fucking stream Pokemon later. Because Pokemon, you know what? This stream was actually a test so I could see if my internet was stable enough to stream Pokemon. Because I really wanted to stream Pokemon. Let me check my output again. Let me put it back up. The stream might die briefly. If it does, please refresh. I cranked it up. Okay, nope, it said no way. Cranking it right back down. Yeah, no, okay. 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 It said no. It said no. It said no. Yeah, it tried. It said no. It said no when I put it back to normal quality. It said no. Sorry. Hey Jam, thank you for the super penny for your troubles. Thank you. That's many pennies though. It's like 500 of them. And hello, Sonic. Thank you for 8 months. Yeah. We tried going back to regular quality. It didn't work. I guess I'm not allowed to stream anything that has big power. That's fine. What if I just put my internet simulator screen back on, huh? Fuck it! Fuck it! Fuck it! We're doing this. We're doing this. Fine. You want to give me 144p again? Fine. 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 We're gonna make a big deal out of it. Fine. I don't need good internet anyway. We'll just suffer. Who needs good internet? Apparently not me. Butler, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. For everyone who got the gifted, thank you. I can't see right now, but make sure to think. And I really appreciate it. You guys can't see the names if it's on there, so we'll keep you on top of the 5 stars. You know what? We'll put me. Let's put me in the video. That works, right? We'll put me in the video. This is fine. This is fine. I'll just sit in the video. This is fine. I say through tears. Okay. You guys wanted to watch it? Now I'm part of the show. Now I'm part of the show. Now it's a meta and I'm part of the show. So you know what? Who's the real winner today? It's not the ISP. It's me. Thanks to their bad internet, we get a bonus old boomer internet simulator stream, so this is fine. Hello, Jeffrey Sorrells. That's true, I'm part of the show. I'm the weeb now! Am I America's greatest weeb? All this time. We don't even have to watch the show. It's been me. I'm America's greatest otaku. Whoa. Who would have known? Not me, apparently. Hold on. America's greatest otaku, Tokyopop. Let me just put the title of the show on the screen so you guys can see it. Instead of the wrong title. It's fine, just ignore that part of it, you know, just doesn't quite fit the aesthetic of the rest of the screen. It's totally fine. This is totally functional. Answer may shock you. Doubling down on the clickbait, I see. All according to plan, exactly. Hello, Cecilio. Maybe this was on purpose. What if I go down like this? Then you can see the show better, right? As if it were anyone else. Listen. I feel like a number of you guys could maybe fight me for that title. So who are you judging? Watching VTubers in 2008? Yeah, I know. What VTubers were you watching in 2008? I don't even think there were any. I was like 6. How many VTubers existed then? Like none? Except for Johnny Bravo, I guess, had been out a while. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna start the cringe. This is a reality show made by Tokyopop. I don't know if any of you guys know Tokyopop. Let me pause this and pull up their website. Hold on. Let me introduce you to Tokyopop. Okay. Which is not what you thought was gonna ever happen today, but you're welcome. Okay. So Tokyopop is a manga publishing company. And they were known as one of the best. I guess I'm not America's Greatest Otaku. I'm an imposter. So for this, it is one of the biggest manga publishers that has been existing forever. Not forever, but for like a very long time, right? And it has published a lot over the years. Not that people these days might know, but like they do. No, these days they publish not like kind of like the shovelware manga often. So the thing is, they also published a lot of original English stuff because their CEO decided to take on a bunch of pet projects that were very hit and miss. Visiting Gas Love Forever. They did post a Chico Marshmallow. I got a lot of manga from them because I went to my library and they basically had a lot of older manga, right? So I could take as much of it as I wanted home, and so I did like every day. But these days, okay, wait. They were known for kind of revolutionizing the publishing of manga in the West, okay? So, you know why we read back to front? It's because they decided to start publishing that way, I'm pretty sure. Because a lot of the older stuff from Viz and other companies was actually left to right. But Tokyopop never really was. So, they were one of the ones that kind of made us get, like, it how we see it published today. And nowadays, they don't really have a lot of the biggest licenses like they used to. So nowadays, you scroll through and, they have certain different types of content, like Stitch and the Samurai. Hide and Steal. And Yuri. So basically everything, everything they publish now, if you keep scrolling, it's just Disney and gay. That's it. That's it. Not that I'm complaining. Both of these are good options, but that's like it. That's like it. You just keep going. It's just Disney and Yuri and Yaoi, and I'm not complaining, but that's like, what the two polar opposite things to be known for? Do those markets overlap? I mean, I am both markets. So I am not complaining. Oh wait, I found one thing that's not. Assassin's Creed Dynasty. Totally not a shovelware Assassin's Creed manga. Totally. Oh wait, no, we scroll down, we're back to the BL. Servant and Lord. With that classic BL art style, just in case you didn't know it was BL. Okay, we're starting to get like some more normal stuff. It's mostly like original English language stuff though, the normal looking stuff. If you notice, they don't have a lot of very big current Japanese titles anymore. They used to. That's what they'd been known for. But now it's yeah, there's, oh my god. Oh my god, it's a wolf and a bunny boy. 2 in 1? Why have I not rediscovered Tokyopop sooner? Oh, Skeptical Panda. I love how it's like, these are like right close to Stitch. Then imagine the little child that goes on looking for more Disney manga, but they find, I don't know, what one looks spicy. They find the Black Cat and Vampire with this person being undressed on the cover, or Love, Murder, Basketball, whatever that means. Yeah, this is the company that made this documentary. This is what they do now. The documentary walked, so BL and Disney manga could run. This is Tokyopop. So, this is the company that made this documentary. And now that it has set the tone, are you guys ready? Hello, Roll. Kevin and Pam thirsty for a bunny boy, pretty normal. Actually, it's abnormal because we haven't had Final Fantasy for a few weeks, so I can't thirst over myself. But it's yeah, it's on brand though. That's like the only appropriate response, I think. Okay. Deep, insightful knowledge to enrich our lives. Yes. That's a Pam stream, always. All right, let's go.
Japanese pop culture has influenced the entire world. And here in America, we're huge consumers and fans of old school video games, manga, and anime like Pac-Man, Street Fighter, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon,
you can hear it, right?
Racer, to modern trends like cosplay, goth loli fashion, and kawaii. Many of us Americans have become Japanaholics. I'm Stu Lee, founder of Tokyopop.
That is the CEO.
For many
This
years, I've
man
been bringing Japanese
is the
pop
genius
culture to
behind
America.
the vision.
Now I've decided to take a journey across this land to search for otaku culture. What is an otaku, you ask? It's the subject of much debate.
This came
No
out,
term,
I think, in like
you probably
2008
are
or something
one,
like that.
admit it
Isn't?
or not,
Is that
but it's
before
nothing to be
cosplay
ashamed
wigs
of.
were really big?
We otaku
Because I'm not seeing a lot of
stand
wigs
proud.
in these. Like you're seeing
So
wigs,
what
but
does
they
the
look
word
more like
otaku
Halloween
mean?
wigs than the ones
Some
you see
say
these
it's
days.
a hardcore fan.
I know you guys said a long
Devoted
time ago it was harder to get wigs.
antisocial that they
So I'm wondering
never
if this
leave
might have
their
been
home.
before they
But
were
on
like,
this show,
huh?
we'll
What?
meet the opposite type. Otaku. We'll meet the opposite
Did you
type.
say?
Otaku who are
How did they
never
just
leave their
define otaku? What the fuck? Ignore my stomach. Nuclear serious?
social.
So antisocial, they never leave their home? That's not a definition of the word otaku! What the fuck? That's just someone with a heavily invested interest. Listen, you can be a YouTube otaku, you can be a food otaku. That is literally fucking derogatory. What the hell? A geek on steroids? That's kind of true though. It's someone with an interest like so strong that it like becomes a big part of their personality. This doesn't even make sense. That's a neat. That's not an otaku. What the fuck? Oh, what is like Yokami? Yeah, that definition is more cringe than being a weeb.
But on
Imagine
this show,
making
we'll
fun of
meet the
weebs
opposite.
actually worse than being a
Otaku are
weeb.
not only passionate,
It's pretty low.
but also
Especially
active
because
in
most
their
people who
community.
make fun of weebs are actually the
Otaku
cringiest
represent
weebs. They're just
anime,
too embarrassed to
manga,
admit it.
game, and J-pop lifestyle. Throughout our 8-episode show, we'll be traveling to 20 cities across America. Visiting
There's
some
no
really cool
Florida
otaku
and
spots
multiple in
on the web
California.
as we
That's
interview our
cheating!
customers. And on the season finale, our special guest judges will vote for the winner, whose prize will be an all-expenses-paid trip to Japan. Join me on this search to find out who is America's greatest otaku.
Meet Weeb Otaku, the show doesn't know. I feel like out of all shows, this one should know. But here we are. Yeah, degrade your consumer base. Wow, what a genius marketing move.
find America's greatest otaku contender.
I just
my plan
accidentally
was to rent
sounded like a
big
cross
bus
between
and travel
Paimon and
across
March
America.
7th.
It'd be a lot of work zipping to 20 cities in the heat of summer. So I decided to recruit some apprentices. 6 college students from across
Why,
America.
that's like an anime
who are
fan on
into
prom night?
otaku culture.
Okay, listen. I don't know about you guys on my prom night. I went with my friends, but yo, I didn't stay home. Man, I owned that shit. Like, listen, that was my excuse to buy, like, the fanciest fucking Lolita dress I could afford in my entire life. You think I wasn't gonna go all out? Listen, I went just to show off. I didn't want to fucking date for prom. Listen, real boys, anime, no, I'm taking 2D. I don't want to go with real person, ew. I just wanted to go and show off and be like, oh, look at my dress. And then sit and eat food all night. I'm terrible. I'm actually terrible. I have already told you. I probably have. That's how you know it's true. I went on about it again. I just wanted to look gorgeous. I like fancy outfits, so I was quite happy. See you, Mimi. Hello. Give me 1 second. We'll take a break from the cringe to watch something from the Memi. I'll spare you guys for like 2 seconds. That's true. I could have gone with a body pillow. That would have been cool. That would have been really funny. A cardboard cutout of myself. Damn it, I should have thought of that. Going with myself, but like actually, like another version of myself, not just going alone. Oh, that would have been epic. That would have actually been how you win prom. Go with a cutout of yourself. It'd be so good. Let's see. Ooh, I'm gonna pull up your cover of Dana Asteria's song. Your orchestral cover. This is Yumami! For those of you who are unfamiliar. You better go and follow her channel. I could use a minute to relax and have a break from the cringe. We're watching a really bad weeb reality show.
Never thought beneath these tears our hope will be the truth till all I know. My fight against this longing feels so slow.
My merch's not limited time, but some of it is. And I don't know which is and which isn't. So it basically depends on when it sells out. Less limited time and more limited stock. Hello, Florad! That's probably a MIDI orchestra, yeah? I love the lyrics to this song so much. They're so beautiful. Got power. I'm gonna like cry. Nana did go so hard on it. That's so pretty. And if you guys want to see the rest of it, you're gonna have to go to Yumemi's channel. You're welcome. So go. I actually sounded so much like Goofy. It's like, you're welcome. This is now Goofy watches Tokyopop. It's because of all the Disney manga. I have to return the favor. For anyone who doesn't know me, I am CEO of Playasia, Obake Pam, and right now we are watching Tokyopop's unknown reality show. That's yeah.
We showed their videos and resumes online. Then
You
I
guys can
selected
hear it okay,
finalists
right?
who were interviewed
Wait, they put their
extensively
otaku resumes?
from
What do
those
you put on it?
finalists
How many cons you've
by
been
6
to?
student apprentices. I call them the Otaku 6.
Man, I'd have a sick resume.
Congratulations, you've been selected as one of the Otaku 6.
Oh god, oh god!
Sorry, I can be professional.
Oh, thanks so. High five, my.
She didn't even go, oh my god, like a normal person. She's like, eee, with hands on her face like an anime character. I'm already in so much. I'm already. No. It doesn't even seem like a real reaction. It seems like they were staged to do this because they're not actually reacting. This looks fake.
My friend is here. Thank you so much.
No.
Oh my god. Seriously?
No.
Oh,
See, that's
thank
a
you
normal
so much.
reaction.
Oh.
Very excited.
Oh,
I'm
God.
looking forward to this. God, I mean, counting down the days. Great that it's finally here.
I was worried about kind of the culture shock when it came down to LA because this is actually my first time here in the West Coast.
I'm actually not tired at all. I should have jet
LA is
lag.
pretty
It's been a very
jarring
long
for your
trip,
first time
but
there when
I
you've
feel
never
very
been
good.
before.
I feel like it's pure adrenaline that's kind of keeping me going at this point.
Born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska. Colorado was my first like lower 48 experience.
Me, every
Being,
time I
like,
travel,
culture
trying to get
shock
up the
of
stairs.
LA.
Too stubborn to take the elevator.
But I go to school in LA. It's finding out
Well, they
that I
must be
could
like
be on a road
either he's
trip
like going to
for
random
anime
high school in
manga
another city, or
and
it's
have
like
it for an
college age, I
internship.
guess.
Like I was sold right there.
Anime and manga have been like such a big part of my lifestyle. I started making my own mangas, writing my own
Oh,
scripts.
no.
So I figured this would be
I
a
say
good
the oh no
opportunity to
from
get
experience.
further
I've been
into
there,
the
bro.
thing.
The making your own manga phase, that's like the phase of weebdom when there's no return.
Otaku 6.
The phase he never got out of. The CEO has co-written so many of the manga his company has published. He got like hired different writers and artists, but he like was the head of the project even though he didn't actually do all the writing or all the drawing. He just led the project for so many, and it's like, bruh. Some of them have like just been really weird too. Like, I'm not even gonna get into the whole drama with Princess
I
I.
grew up in kind of a small town where like anime and manga, wasn't really like a.
Show us some of your original work. I can't actually.
I'm hoping.
I can't. I used to post it.
I did back home, it's not weird. It's really cool and fun.
6.
It's gone now, but just in case anyone remembers, no can do.
We've identified 6 qualities that make a truly great otaku.
When I think of otaku, I think of someone who's very like socially awkward.
It's not out there. I killed it. But on the odd chance someone remembers it.
Someone who isn't very physically attractive, to put it politely. And so, like, I kind of wanted to take part in this to show everybody that, it's not like that.
I like how his hair is
6
all like
weeks,
spiked all over the
we'll be
place.
focusing on each
Instead
of
of
these
combing
qualities,
it before going
one
on,
per week.
embrace the anime.
Each core quality, there's a
Hi,
lesson
Ruby and
that goes
Senkaku.
with it. And to learn that lesson, there will be a challenge for you. Can anybody guess what the 6 core qualities are?
I don't know.
Well, we'll all be learning together while we search for him or her.
I'm just really excited to.
Steven does not wash his hair. How do you know
manga
it's just
fans
not
from
greasy
around-
hair
from
gel?
around
So
the
much of
United
it.
States.
You'll work together with me this week
Good.
to discover otaku culture. But from next
The
week,
blonde
you guys are on
streak
your
in
own.
his bangs. He's
What I'm
trying
looking
so
forward to is
hard to
definitely
be
travel and
anime.
definitely to seeing how anime has influenced like America as a whole. Just getting to see.
Princess I was the one based on Courtney Love, yes.
You'll be divided into 3 teams of 2 people each. 1 team per city. Now it's time to choose the teams.
Really excited to go to all sorts of cities and understing and seeing.
That would suck.
how otaku
One
culture
team
is
per
spread
city.
throughout the
Imagine
state.
there's a city you
I'll
really
choose
wanted
the
to
first
visit and they
person.
robbed it from you.
We'll choose their team. Ready? Mira.
The bad kind of cringe. Hello, random man. I don't know. It's pretty entertaining.
Who is it? Dominique.
Why did you sound so disappointed?
Congratulations.
She's like, yeah.
You guys are a team. All right. So this will be for team 2.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Once you know team 2.
He is the meme. He is the definition. This entire, oh my god, this entire reality show was made because he is the definition of a hello fellow kids human being. Oh my god. All of his projects that are like really weird that he works on, that he thinks they're gonna be really like the future.
2, you'll automatically know team 3.
Oh,
Diana.
sugar glass.
I can only go to one convention generally over the summer, and the thought of like
Yeah,
going to all these
it's too
conventions and
expensive to
spreading
go
the
to more
otaku
than one.
love. And I have to admit, like the thought of being able to dress up all summer was also a bonus.
How do you do, fellow otakus? Watch the plot twist. He's not even an otaku. He just knows that they're simps and wants their money.
That's it. We're done with our initiation.
Hello, Ezra.
We're gonna move on out across America, 20 cities, 8 weeks. We're gonna find America's greatest otaku.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Requiem. Oh, man. Day of departure. Oh no, that's not their van. No, they have a fucking weeb mobile.
I'm all for it now.
I have to admit, I am a bit anxious about sleeping on the bus.
It's like one of the anime cars,
small
but
area for a long
so
period of time.
much worse.
So I'm sure we'll get on each other's nerves a little bit.
No!
The biggest concern I had was just not getting along with everybody, but everybody here seems really nice.
No, it's so much worse on this side. How can it be worse? Let's get the go panda. I don't know if I'm ready for this level of cringe. Thank you for 6 months. You are not. Hello, MT. Literally, Princess Eye on the
We
door.
have a group of responsible people, and we can work through
The
it.
weeboo battle plan.
Well, I have a fiance, so I'm definitely gonna just.
It is literally plastered with like how to draw manga type of art. It's actually no wait. That art is from like a lot of their original manga that they made. Ricky, I'm taking 8 months. You should have drove the bus. You could have been on the reality show. It's actually their original English language manga had art like that in a lot of them.
Great.
The weeb is real indeed. Oh my god. Hello, background noise. Okay, this is the beginning. Oh, that's nostalgic now that I've been there. That's a lot brighter and bigger when I went than this.
Where there are tens of thousands of people, almost
This
all
looks
of them in
small.
cosplay.
You don't even think it was
Today,
subscribing?
we're gonna talk to them. So is this your first Anime Expo?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
A typical MTV stuff, that basically defines it.
6 year.
6.
6 year in a row.
What's the most interesting
Man.
thing you've seen at this anime?
Actually, I can't say anything. I've gone to cons for a long time now.
I love the buying stuff part. Do you often dress up?
I am cosplaying as Misty from Pokemon,
This is Monster Hunter.
I do my own cosplay and everything.
and I like to think of myself as a more classy man-thing.
Would you consider yourself an otaku?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. One of the old-time otakus. Yes, 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 and yes. It's sharing culture. It's everything. I love meeting new people.
Thank you very much.
Have a good rest of your day at Anime Expo.
But they didn't get any good information out of them.
Ryan Tumaliwan.
Oh, yeah, I want the Misty guy to actually.
Like when I started
Why can't he be one of the otaku? He seems entertaining. He seems fun. Everyone else is just kind of like dead faced, like, yes, I definitely want to be here right now. Oh, but I love that web pizza.
I could probably
Honestly,
buy, like,
though,
a huge mansion with all the stuff.
I wanted to cosplay Misty, but I was too wimpy to wear that. So honestly, honestly, slay.
There's like souls in everything.
I wish
and
that
it's
was
like
me.
a primitive culture religion, and that's kind of like what I think. It's like, oh, Princess Leia here has a soul. Some of the hardest stuff I was able to find was
He
a
sees
Sailor
anime
Moon
as a
figure.
religion.
This figure is actually during the time when Naoko Takeuchi was at Comic
Naoko. Naoko. Someone who claims to be the #1 weeb. Naoko. Anyone who speaks Japanese is dying right now. Oh, I was looking at board clips. Anyway, that's supposed to be Naoko. Don't ignore my stomach. Shut up. Occasionally sorry. This is I'm in
Sailor
pain.
Moon action figure, and I was like, oh great, this is awesome. I
My
waited 2
sanity is
hours
in
line,
danger.
Got her autograph, and I was the happiest person alive. I had this Omega Supreme transformer from.
Yeah, like
when
now,
I was a
kind of
little
somewhere
kid,
between
that I
Naoko
got
and
on
Naoko.
Christmas
It's kind of
Day.
like
He was
Naoko.
actually the first
It's hard.
transformer that walked.
It's hard to like perfectly say it for
when
me
I
because
got
I'm
it,
not a
he was
native
huge.
speaker,
He
but
was
like
this big.
around there, but
I
not
had a bunch of
Naoko.
autographs,
What does Spider-Man have to do
Jack
with
Kirby.
being a fucking weeb?
Like, there was, like, a bunch of stuff that
The fuck does
made me
Phantom
get
Force have to do with being a weeb? Hello, Drake Quaser.
I've worked on stuff like Bratz, like dolls. I usually do like a lot of dolls. Rainbow Bright, Tinkerbell, and
Those are Bratz?
on the boys' side, I did some.
Do I like all the Naruto clones?
I like get.
For a second, I thought the
for
Naruto
reference
clones were like made
usually,
from
and then,
dolls. I thought he
like
turned them
inspiration.
into
To me, it's less of a
Naruto's,
toy,
and I was
it's
like,
more of
what?
like a modern art piece.
I can kind of see that. I do often see figures as really beautiful.
It's
I can see them being
Mikuru
works
in
of
a
art.
monkey outfit,
Mhm.
and it's actually at my booth at Anime Expo right now.
Mhm. He's literally a manga artist
Well, I've always been a
with his own table.
creator, I guess, like an artist.
Let us see your manga then.
family is mostly artists.
Was it
I'm
like?
influenced
Oh,
from-
okay.
From manga and all the visual influence, like actually.
I feel like I've seen his
made
art
me
somewhere.
kinda go through that route. I mean, I've always wanted to
I've
do
seen
some
this
comic
guy's art somewhere.
I usually just come up with a story and I would draw it, and
That's
since
kind of
I
cool
came
though.
from art school,
I always admired
a lot
people
of
who
art
make their own
students. I
doujinshi
would
or
bring
like
some
make
of
their
them
own
in,
original
kinda, like,
series
help me
and
out,
sell
like,
it
there's,
at
like,
like
say,
conventions.
coloring
I really
or,
admire
like,
that.
logo design. I created this comic called At the Blade of Dawn, and that's actually one of them. The other one I created is Congoers, which is for an anime podcast on the East Coast.
Oh, I did like a Furakumi. Oh.
Folks, Ryan, is he America's greatest otaku?
I mean, he
Someone
has a
else
pretty big
America's
figure
greatest
collection. I don't
otaku?
know, man.
That's what we will see over the next few weeks.
But he has other interests. He has no. What do you guys say? Number one otaku or pass? The thing is, he has Barbies, and he has dolls, and he has other things. Therefore, he's not dedicated enough. He has other interests. He has not truly sold his soul to anime. He is not there yet. He still has much to learn. Royalty.
Royalty. Shops.
Okay, actually, I want to go here.
Cosplayers.
I don't know if this still exists, but this.
Three of us, yep.
Our VIP room?
A tea maid cafe?
So we are here at Royal Tea Cafe in
I'm just gonna Google if this still exists for no particular reason. Royal Tea Cafe, Los Angeles. I can't, I think it's gone. The only place that looks like Royal Tea that still exists is a different business now. I think it's gone. Unless maybe it's not? Hold on. Royalty. Oh no, it still exists! Wait, no. They haven't posted since 2017, guys. I think it's over. I think it's over. Yeah, the website, the domain name is down. They're gone. Damn it. You know, I was kind of thinking going to Royalty might sound good. Oh, that's Yumimi's cover. So they go in case I go back. No.
Sue Hancock.
That's
Nice
disappointing.
To meet you.
Welcome to Royalty.
And I've brought two apprentices of mine, Dre and Diana.
Ew, what is it?
And
What are
because of
apprentices?
Royalty and what you do here, Diana decided to
Oh
wear a
yeah.
costume.
This was considered a summer internship. Imagine people who signed up for this thinking they were interning with like a legitimate media company and like or doing anything to do with making manga, and then they find out that this is their internship. Just just being props on the CEO's YouTube
So the maid
brainchild.
cafes are a huge trend in Japan, as we know.
They closed
This
in
maid cafe,
2012?
Royal Tea, is actually the
Dang.
first one in the United States. That's amazing.
I want more
And
to
love
come
the concept.
back.
I noticed
I should open
on
one.
your menu you have some really trendy teas. For instance, you have.
That's the thing. Would you put this on a resume if this was your internship? I don't think I would.
Great names.
All of these teas are very
Unless I was
good.
applying for Tokyopop, no way.
This is royal milk tea, and it's actually my favorite.
This one right here, right?
Uh-huh.
You guys try the royal milk tea? Come on. Shots. Shots all around.
And I had been collecting art for maybe
Why
8
the
years.
fuck
and
would-
then
It's
I
not
was collecting
shot.
art for my nieces for their rooms, and I started collecting the really wonderful art by Murakami and Nara. And I decided, you know, I want to share
That's a really cool
my
piano.
collection with people. And
I really
what
like the
do is just
concept
start
of
a
this
maid
restaurant.
cafe.
And are you going to plan on doing this in other cities, or do you think Los Angeles is the perfect city?
Well, we've franchised.
Looks like I made it
and
a
we
ticket.
do
I'd
have
add that to my
Las
resume.
Vegas and different places that
I wouldn't add the show to my resume. I would add the maid cafe to my resume. I have no
They
shame.
gravitate here naturally, and we have a lot of times when we have events that bring them in.
Yeah, the place looks quality. I kind of like
Tourists in
it.
here too, or is it mainly
I wish it was still
Oh, no,
there.
we have a lot of tourists. People will read about us in Travel and Leisure and all kinds of magazines, and then they'll come looking us up.
And what about Japanese people? Do they also visit royalty?
They do.
What do they
They
think?
do. They read about us in Japan, and they come.
Oh,
looking
wow,
for
it's
us,
famous even in
and
Japan.
They love it.
So Culver City, Los Angeles, royalty definitely.
But what does this have to do with being an otaku? I'd say it kind of
much.
overlaps a little bit. I mean, I look at that cafe and I would go there, and I'm a weeb. So maybe it's the same? Wait, did I skip part 2? Guys, we skipped part 2.
And since it's related to anime and manga, it's all the better. I'm all for it now.
Guys, we skipped part 2. We have to go backwards. The first video was part
I've always
1,
wanted to
yeah.
travel,
I
but I've
skipped
never
part
had the
2.
opportunity. And since it's related to anime and manga, it's all the better. I'm all for it now.
I have to admit, I am a bit anxious about.
I think this
sleeping
is
on
where
the
they
bus.
talk about it being an
You
internship. I
know,
skimmed it
we're
a little
riding in
bit.
small area for a long period of time. So I'm sure we'll get on each other's nerves a little bit.
I would actually like lose my mind. I think some of it's repetitive. Can I like tip ahead? Okay. Wait, did we watch part 2? Oh my god, we did. It's all blurring together, guys. It's all blurring together. Help me.
These people, do they also?
Help me.
I love her outfit. Her outfit is
Okay.
Christine Shaw.
She's cute. She's really cute. I like her smile. She looks just to be really happy and genuinely like really happy to be on here and doing what she's doing and proud of herself.
Her outfit
I like
is
that. I
good,
like it
but
when
she's
people
also
really are proud of
very sexy.
themselves.
I guess it's one of those things where I don't feel like I'm a very sexy person, but I want to portray that.
I actually can vouch for that. Cosplaying a sexy character gives you like sexy confidence and up like times 5 million boost.
It was after an event at the mall. We decided we were hungry, so we went to Albertsons to get some food. And the workers there were very amused. They even took me aside and had me
Oh
take some
god,
pictures.
I can confirm. Going to get food in cosplay is always like a nightmare because it's really embarrassing. One time though, I went with some friends in a city that had like a Chinatown area. And we were all cosplaying Naruto characters, and we found some like really cool colored, like really bright architecture. So we were taking some photos with it, and we couldn't move for an hour. We actually couldn't get back to the convention because so many people were like screaming. They're like, "Ah!" And they'd like run over and be like, picture, please. And we're like, okay. We had the full trio, so we couldn't. No, it was four people, and we had like the main 4, and we couldn't go anywhere for like an entire hour. Everyone was just so fucking excited to see us that they couldn't handle it.
Spreading otaku culture.
That was
to
fun.
supermarkets.
Yeah.
And embarrassing.
I usually go to the local Joann's fabric store down the street, and I feel around the different types of fabric that I can work with, like her custom.
That's a key when I make cosplay. I don't like buying fabric online because I like to feel it.
Better than something say stiffer.
What about the goggles? Is this also? So it looks like that was painted.
Oh yes, I bought goggles and I had to paint them and tint them in the
Nail polish?
correct color for the character.
I did it with
also
nail
did the
polish
hat.
when I had to paint goggles.
Fabulous.
I like her pants. I don't like pants, but these are okay because there's no pants on the crotch. It's only below the knees.
Directly onto the fabric.
It's
is that
straps
right?
above.
Actually, I used acrylic. Fabric
They're
paint
not
for
real
filling
pants.
in, and the painting seemed to work very well, and I did want the color to be more vibrant and more saturated.
Now what about the shoes?
The shoes I bought go-go boots, and I painted on the different stripes.
That's actually so cool.
This is Yui from K-On!
I want her to win.
It's-
She should be
it's
the best
just
otaku. I like her.
pretty dress that she has.
It is a really good cosplay too, isn't it?
Balls.
Ping pong
Yes,
Mhm.
I spray painted and put it on fishing wire.
Oh my god, she spray
First
painted ping pong
cosplay was
balls.
Actually,
I should have done
did
that.
Rukia and Orihime
I
with
hand
my
painted
best
ping
friend.
pong balls once. I have so much
Recently,
regret
I've
right
done,
now. I
cosplaying
couldn't
the
spray
newest one
paint it.
is Lebro from Final Fantasy 13. In the past, I've done Rock Haruhi. Her rock outfits are adorable.
Wait, I've seen photos of her cosplay on the internet before. I've literally seen her Haruhi cosplay before. Yo!
So you have some special earrings? Tell us about those.
I took a little flash drive reader in different colors, and I actually stringed them into earrings that I can
Yeah, I
wear on
cosplayed
my
before
ears.
3D
They're actually
printers.
micro SD
I think
cards.
it's been a
So,
lot
with
more.
the reader, I can constantly be swapping in and out the memory as well.
So you
I think it was more
have the
interesting
actual
before
data
3D
in your
printers.
earrings.
Just seeing how creative
Because I do
people
have
got
some
making
breaks
things.
between classes, and what am I gonna do? I'm gonna watch the latest episode of anime.
I haven't really felt like
Yeah,
inspired
playing around
to make
anime.
any props
It's funny
since
because
3D
all the
printers have
students
become a
around
thing
campus,
because I
they
just
don't
feel
know
like
me
it's
by
not
name,
going to
they know
compare
me
to
as
3D
the
printed and I
USB
just lose
girl.
interest.
So is she America's greatest otaku?
I like the USB earring too. Hello, Philip.
We'll find out.
And this aired, I think it was like 2008 or something, someone said, wasn't it? I mean, it says it was uploaded 9 years ago, but it was on Hulu before that, I think you guys said, or was it Crunchy? I don't know. Hello, Blitzy. I don't know, Philip. Okay, we're on episode 4. Hello, Victor Echo. 3D printing stuff doesn't look like crap. No. Not if you sand it down and paint it and treat it properly. It can look really good. Hello, Burning. God, I wish that were me.
America's greatest
Cosplaying
otaku.
on
Here we
stage
are,
at a con,
interviewing
or is this a karaoke
Lena
booth?
Vaughn.
Either way, I wish I wish that were me.
Hot up-and-coming J-pop idol.
Oh!
We're lucky to have her here in Los Angeles. She's here.
That's not an
doing a
original
concert.
idol.
She's also promoting her film, so we're lucky to have
Film?
a few minutes with her.
Hey, yo. Actual idol?
ロサンゼルスに来てからなんていうんですかすごい私のことを知ってくださってる方々が
I wonder if she's still around.
嬉しかったです
もう今日はライブやったんですか？
やりました歌が日本語だ
Aw,
った
she
んで
seems really happy. Like she's really proud.
一緒に踊ってくれたりとかすごい嬉しかったです今回もニューヨークから来てくださった方もいたりして嬉しかったので、そうですねまた日本帰って帰りたくないけど
She probably wouldn't still be around as an idol, but she could be around as an actor or something like that. That's what I meant. Like if she still does
そう
entertainment.
ですねなかなか皆さんとお会いすることはないですけどツイッターをやってるのでぜひそっちでも皆さんと交流を取れたらなと思っていますのでこれからもよろしくお願いしますエリナアンダーバーマノ
Erina Mano. I wanna see if it still exists. Hold on. Erina Mano. She's still active! I think. She's still active! Hey, yo! I think she's like a big performer now. Huh. She must be like an actor or something. Like, look, she's still active. Huh. August 22nd, she's still posting. The scariest thing is she looks like she barely aged. And this has been like over a decade ago. Well, that's cool. I would have thought she'd still be active. Interesting. Hotel Tomo.
Here we are at Club
Hotel
Nokia,
Tomo.
where Yoshiki is presenting his Yoshiki Foundation. It's a great event. We've got lots of cosplayers, lots of J-Rock fans.
That actually
You know,
seems like cool. I'd want to go to that
You
event.
guys have been doing a great job. So I'm going to let you guys handle this event.
Eternal
all on your
youth.
own.
I know. I'm a VTuber, so I mean I won't age either. So that's fine.
All right, here we
No
go.
need to be jealous. I'll look the same forever.
Hey guys, my name's Mira, and I'm Dominique.
The benefits of being
We're here at the
digital.
Yoshiki Foundation concert.
Digital, don't get wrinkles.
Come on in, guys. We're going in.
close up, Ryan Bob? Oh, technically there's nothing wrong with wrinkles
Tell
either.
us why you're here today. Oh, we're here to promote.
Some people look surprisingly better with them,
I am
actually.
so excited. When I found out, I was hyperventilating, ready to cry.
Well, she wasn't excited. Oh my god, when you said, what if I get an older model, it just made me think, what if for days I was really tired, I got like a really, really granny model, and I come on and be like, hello, employees, it's a tired day, we're going to have a chill stream, and then I play a game, and I'm like, oh, isn't that cute? Fuck you too, you little dipshit! That must be so cursed.
You haven't heard the song yet.
Man, it sounded like my own grandma.
We're gonna actually not perform. We're gonna do this song's music video right after our performance of this acoustic version. Tosh, do you wanna say anything?
He has the same haircut as my mom. Exactly, it's Obake. They're not there for the foundation. They're there for his face. Okay, but the music's actually kind of good. I would still go. Ooh, that honking noise was very strange. Oh, Baba, man. That could also work.
We're here in San Francisco at what looks like a drab and boring hotel. But inside the lobby, we can just kick back and watch anime. How awesome is that? We're in Japantown, San Francisco, the Hotel Tomo, where they've come up with a brand new concept, the Otaku Hotel.
I'm kind
of
curious about the hotel, actually.
But even the rooms have very funky concepts, like this one, the Mecha Room. In each room, you can do different things. And hey, you guys, what is going on with this?
Sorry, we're just playing
Video games, where'd you get these?
That is
They're in the room?
so...
it's like part of the concept.
The way that was
Sweet,
staged
I'm in.
was so cringe. You could have scripted this so much better. Does anyone actually jump while playing Guitar Hero?
Which is adorable.
No.
Tomo is the best Western.
It's closed down? Damn it!
Attract people here to Japantown, and ours
Man.
is renovated.
I thought it could have been cool to try to stay there.
Japan today, in the anime and manga fashion, depicting a little bit of street fashion as well. For the
The furniture looks like it's straight up boards. Oh, something.
Where they were playing racing games, and then it connects with the guest room, so you can
Hello, Marilyn.
spend the night as well.
And that's where
How are they missing notes on easy? They've never played Guitar Hero in their life. They're fake weebs. They're actors! Actually, I wouldn't doubt it if they're actually fake weebs and they're actors. We're desperate to be on a show.
He created just for us. I think it's
At least the ones that were like, maybe not. I don't think you could fake. You could fake the collections, but what would be the point? It would be more expensive to buy the props than to just find someone who's a real weeb.
So who was participating in this contest?
Everyone in the neighborhood, we rallied and welcomed any kind of
So why does that
suggestion,
weird
and it
thing
just
on the
seemed
wall
to
look
speak
strangely
to,
phallic?
To us, it was a short name. It was something
Who
we could all
designed
relate
these
to,
walls?
and come to stay with a friend just seemed to fit the concept.
Sure. So anime and manga fans, have they ever stayed in the hotel?
I would
I
say
mean,
yes,
probably.
some of the countries
If not, you're completely missing the mark. Wasn't that your target audience?
stayed here and they've had a really fun, awesome time. We put them up in the lobby.
Otaku culture spreading
Think it's a
into
deer?
hotels across America.
Is that supposed to be a face?
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you, Stu.
Really appreciate it.
I couldn't tell what the fuck it was supposed to be. I saw the eyes when you mentioned deer. Now I see that it's deer. Oh, Zerio, none of that looked like a deer to me. None of it until you said it.
We are here in San Francisco meeting our America's Greatest Otaku.
What am I
candidate,
watching? America's
Gina
Greatest Otaku.
Gallier.
Okay, this kind of looks similar to what I did with a lot of my drawings. I'd put them in like plastic sleeves and put them on the wall.
So what got you into otaku culture?
Probably Sailor Moon. It was
Okay,
on TV,
relatable.
And, you know, I'd go home and watch it, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And I started, you know,
I
collecting
had,
other titles.
my mom had like one VHS of Sailor Moon, one of the movies, Sailor Moon S, I think.
Buying figures and
And I watched it like
then after that,
1,000 times, probably.
So that escalated to like figures and dolls.
So do you consider
Kind of jealous of her
that you
collection,
have an
actually.
addiction?
I can't say
It
it's
is
an
cheaper than a
addiction.
frame,
I mean,
exactly.
Oh, maybe
That's why
some
you use
will, but I
sleeves.
think, you know, I think it's a lifestyle.
The
being,
Ranka
you know,
figure.
otaku, appreciating the art, put it the same as like people collect paintings.
Gender bent
or
Konata
sculptures.
figure?
I mean, I don't see the difference in that.
How many items overall would you guess?
I would like her
that you
collection.
collected over the years?
A lot.
Any idea?
I have to say in space, but probably I could fill this whole area.
What about financially?
Dang.
If you can't put it in number of items.
I could buy a house, probably.
You think you could buy a house?
Or at least a pretty good down payment. I would say. I mean, I've been collecting.
Okay, if I
since 12. It's like 15 years.
This is
so it's
gonna
really
sound
crazy.
so bad,
On
but if I
average,
could
it's
sell my
probably
entire weeb collection and buy a house,
Right.
I think as much as I love my collection,
What's
I
the
love
most
my
you've ever
collection.
spent on one item?
I maybe would still go with the house.
Maybe the dolls
And then
are
restart my
crazy,
collection.
like $1,000.
These little dolls here that I love?
Depending. Actually, I think
this
there's
doll
certain
here-
things I couldn't part with, but like getting most of
Like a
it,
brain
like
art.
I mean, a
So
house.
she
Come
is
on.
worth $1,000.
No, not her. I think I
Not
paid
her.
700.
Oh,
But this
well,
one,
she's cheap.
She's cheaper. And then this one is the more coveted one,
Oh,
I guess. So
yes.
that's 1,000.
She's the one.
When I was
Look
in
at this.
Japan, I could
I
have bought
$1,700
a replica of the
sitting on
Rosen
my lap
Maiden
right now.
dolls, like a doll
And Do the
replica.
clothes come with the dolls?
They
For
do,
like a
but
third of
they
the
come,
price
you
of
know, Again, their
these.
clothes are also limited, so these dolls are probably more well dressed than I am.
What makes them so expensive? They're not even in fancy outfits or anything. What the hell?
Notice that
Hello,
you've
Crowler. Gonna get a bigger house to buy more merch later.
I go to a lot of
Exactly.
anime conventions, actually, and you know, it's great that we can interact with a lot of guests from Japan, and you know, they have.
Can otakus get married? I mean, well, obviously you're here, right? Nah, my friend's wedding that I went to recently was a bunch of otakus.
You know, I appreciate it. And I think it's
Probably
just
just results in otaku hellspawn, which makes the next generation of more powerful otakus.
everyone gotta get that. It's one of my favorite shows. I have Clamp as well.
Oh, you do? All four?
All four.
Oh, I'm so
cool.
jealous of
And,
that, actually.
I guess for Arkata Sakura, that's a script signed by all the main seiyuu.
I want that clamp drawing. Exactly, you gotta breed for the best
Not
otaku
only
genes.
are you someone who collects, but you also are involved in the actual community itself.
Yeah, actually, I was a member.
Child number 4, 8 several figures.
The anime club there, and you know, we actually had.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Now you also have lived in Japan, right?
But also, that's really funny.
Before you went to Japan, you know, you were into it, and then afterwards you got into it.
They were
again
just
even
role playing
more.
in Titan, you
Did
know?
you have a different perspective on things?
Yeah, certainly, because you know, you're there. You know,
I wanna go there so bad, the Ghibli Museum.
Kind of like I gotta support anime more in money. Maybe that's why I buy so much, because the animators themselves will make a lot of money out of the product.
So Gina, you obviously are hardcore otaku.
I am.
Do you think that you are America's greatest otaku?
Definitely. I mean, I'd like to see somebody who can beat me.
That's true, though. Not many people have a collection so big it could fund a house.
We're here in San Francisco at the Cartoon Art Museum. We get to interview today the director of the museum.
Man, this is like a museum in and of itself as a video, because half these places don't exist anymore.
Stephen and Sully.
That's why the internet's so important, to
gonna
preserve
let them,
things.
For the first time, do their own interview and interview.
How did the Cartoon Art Museum get started?
The museum was started in 1984 by a group of collectors. They had been collecting artwork, but they thought, well, we need some place to put it. You know, where can people?
Are these like actual
see this artwork?
frames
So they
and
actually
stuff
formed
from
a
animation? That's pretty cool.
nonprofit museum. The collection has over 6,000 pieces in the collection. There are larger collections.
Oh, they're Powerpuff Girls.
So we just deal more with exhibiting and not as much with the storage.
I'm dragging Tokyopop out of everyone's bad memories.
What exactly do you exhibit at your museum?
Just last year.
It does
we did
feel more like a
exhibit of
documentary almost,
Coraline,
yeah.
Which we had the stop motion, the puppets, and all the artwork, the pre-production.
Okay,
stuff.
having the
We
puppets
just
is
had an
really
exhibit
cool.
of Batman that
I quite
featured
liked
some,
Coraline.
Japanese Batman. The Japanese licensed the Batman character in the 1960s from DC, and so they actually created their own Batman with their own artist and their own writer. Jiro Kawada was the artist, and we had some of the original artwork here, and it's been produced as a book and translated into English, so it's now available in the United States.
That's
but
actually
it's
really
the first
cool.
time that this kind of artwork has actually been available.
What
in
is
the
that
United
art?
States, so we're kind of proud to be able to offer
Looked like
that. We
it looked
did
like the
Dinosaur,
kaiju was gonna
which
get
is
that ass.
a traveling exhibit we had last year of representations of samurai.
Oh, Andy, man.
in
I can't wait till
manga
thousands of
and
years
anime
later
that
when
goes back to
language
the old
specialists try to
ukiyo-e
understand the
prints that they
internet.
did in the representations there and how that translated.
There are some cynical people out there who say that cartoons can't be art. What would you say to those people?
The way he
That's
said
pretty
that
much
so
what we're here
aggressively,
for.
like he's been told
You know,
that
a lot of
1,000
people are
times.
familiar with cartoons, but they don't know the artist and they don't know how it's created. And we're
To be
really
fair, it
trying
makes
to
me really
represent
mad
the
when people
artists
don't
in the
value
media and
cartoons
show
as art or
this
like
creative aspect. A lot of artists have academic
like film
training
awards
and
and
they go
stuff
into
don't
cartoon
treat
art,
animation
they do their
fairly.
own comic
People
strips
don't
and
treat artists fairly.
animation
It's just
and,
it's very
it really is, for us,
undervalued and
it's fine art. So
underappreciated.
it's really one of the things that we really work hard at educating people about.
Mm.
I think when people see the name Cartoon Art Museum, they first think kids.
Yeah, I agree. This is more interesting than what the show is supposed to be about. I'm interested in this museum. I'm invested.
We're all touched by them. You know, most people know either Disney or Peanuts.
Mhm.
You know, but there's a whole world of cartoon art that for all different kinds of people, and hopefully we represent them all pretty evenly.
Mm-hmm.
From your experience as a director of a cartoon art museum, how would you define otaku?
The straightforward definition I've heard is sort of just a geek or a nerd, you know.
Mhm.
So, but there's also a sort of a derogatory.
Animation's
meaning of
considered throwaway by a lot of
shunning.
people. Exactly.
And
It's really
so,
sad.
You know, I think the modernized word is sort of more towards the geek and the nerd and less towards the shut-in. And I think all of us have a little bit of otaku in us, basically. You can't help it. Some of them, you know.
I think that's true.
And others of us let it flourish.
Everyone would like some sort of anime or manga if they found the right one. I genuinely believe there is one for everybody out there. I have a 100% success rate. I can get anyone into it. You just gotta know what to recommend. Yeah, it really does downplay the work of like everyone who works on it, the way people treat it. Shame.
I'm here with a San Francisco America's Greatest Otaku candidate, Elizabeth Schweitzer.
Lifelong cosplayer.
When I was
Can relate.
probably 5 or 6, my mom bought me a Sailor Moon costume.
6?
She made another one.
Try 2! No, I think it's 1. Try 1!
And I wore that with pride. I thought
First
it was
time I
the coolest thing.
cosplayed
My
a
mom
fictional
actually
character
made
because
it.
I wanted to, I was 1.
The first costume that
Oh,
I
Fidel
got to
Dick.
make on
This
my
is a
own
real reality
was a
show,
little bit
yeah.
after my mother made me a couple.
Which costume was it?
Kurenai from Naruto.
Okay.
If you saw the pictures, you would not recognize it. So I spent the next year trying to learn my way around the sewing machine. I made some clothes just for myself. And
That's good way of practice.
product
Make some useful
is-
stuff to wear
yes,
anyway.
actually.
This is impressive.
That was her first thing she
A
made?
Night elf.
It's
from
not
World War II.
fantastic, but it's not
Got
bad.
cord sewn on by hand.
Oh,
I did
dang.
this skit at
I would've just been
Con,
lazy and used
I
paint.
got the Best Presentation Award for it.
So how many costumes since that time have you made?
Oh boy. I'd say upwards of 20.
Really? In just 3 years?
Yes.
Wow, so you're...
20? 20 is considered America's biggest otaku? 20 is high? You mean most people haven't made 20? What if I've made over 50 though? Is that a problem? Uh-oh. That's true. Gojo and Marin could do like 20 a year.
Literally making costume like every 2 months.
Pretty much.
I feel like it's probably easier now though, with stuff being more accessible to do it.
Here's another example of my early work. It's actually
a Sango!
The bodysuit that I used for Sango from Inuyasha.
I've always wanted to try making that exact outfit actually, but it still intimidates me.
And I know it's really simple, but
This looks
it's
like just like
really
a real dress.
Yeah, that's what they said. They thought I'd bought it.
So what costume is this?
This is
Hello,
also
King.
Oh, really? She wore this?
Yeah, the first time she shows up, she's, you know, up on the boat.
You're gonna host America's Greatest Weeb reality show and run a manga publishing company, but you've never seen Asuka in her yellow dress? Okay.
And she's yelling at everyone. Her skirt flies up. The yellow heart is the symbol of prayer.
Look how that's what you remembered about it. Oh, let's see it.
That's really good. So tell us about this costume.
This is a costume of Pure Pine from...
That's true. A lot of people make a living from cosplaying now. A number of my friends do actually.
So, in order to cover all my bases, I made it.
And you've got the wand.
This is quite impressive for back then, though, I'm gonna admit. Like, the level of professional cosplayer that you see nowadays, they were extremely, extremely rare. Even, like...
Orangey yellow hair, and I wanted it to
yeah, when I was a kid, around 10 years ago, they were really rare. I got really big into cosplay around there. I was really young, but I loved it a lot. And... there weren't that many big, flamboyant, like, super fancy ones. There's a lot more, like, arts and crafts level cosplay. But exponentially every year it seems to get more impressive.
But I found that I am not the most talented writer, so until I find somebody whose writing is compatible with my art, I'm just gonna hold off on that. I've got the
That's a good idea, though.
Just don't have.
If there's an area and you just don't think you can do it, there's never a bad idea to just team up with someone else. That way you can both focus on areas you have strength in.
Of a non-profit singing group that's based in Japan.
You stated yourself? How?
Yeah.
I said 10 years ago I was 10.
Can you Sailor Moon?
I say I'm 20 all the time. How'd I date myself? How'd I date myself? It's the exact same thing I always say.
Nice, nice. So you do all that stuff. Do you think that you're America's greatest otaku?
I don't think it, I know it.
So you know you're America's greatest otaku.
Absolutely.
Guys,
Listen, I was in my 30s. I will take that as an honor.
Schweitzer?
You think? You think that I have the big out of mommy energy? Fuck yeah.
We'll find out.
That's the first time I've been mistaken for 30s instead of like 12. I'm so fucking happy. Finally, I have evolved!
Right over here, no?
Yeah, I get that ada.
This is a pirate ship? You don't think he has a secret room, do you?
Does he actually?
I got something.
I've always...
Daniel, you had a secret room.
Of course, every pirate should have a secret room.
Okay, I actually love that though.
Can you tell me a little about your company?
I actually love that.
10 years ago.
I want a secret room!
Anniversary. So we started by building a game called Puzzle Pirates. And Puzzle Pirates is an online virtual world, kind of MMO, RPG that we built. It was a very small company.
So
and it was myself and my co-founder.
I'm glad Final Fantasy XIV was my first MMO because I could not play this.
Game,
I would not. Why does it look so terrible?
Started. So basically, what we do is online games only, and nearly all of them have significant multiplayer component. Some of them are more like virtual worlds where players can create content, and others.
Looks so 2000s. I don't know. so.
Independent Games Festival?
We did, yeah. Puzzle Pirates won
older.
Full Achievement and Audience Choice.
I don't remember ever seeing anything like that.
Our second game won.
Playmobil. It kind of looked like Playmobil.
We actually accepted the Puzzle Pirates Awards wearing pirate gear. All 6 of us.
Puzzle Pirates
trooped
is
up on
coming
stage.
for them. Oh yeah, guys, you want to migrate to Puzzle Pirates?
Kind of office environment.
When we moved in here, the background
Was it cutting edge graphics back then? Okay, maybe I'm being mean then. I play a lot of retro games though, and they usually don't look that
just at
shit.
that moment, a friend of mine got me an email. He said, "Hey, I love your new game. And by the way, my wife and I are starting a new business, and we bought this robot. And you feed the robot a piece of plywood and a vector art file, and it chops it out. And so we can make things, all kinds of crazy things.
So like a 3D printer, but flat.
We can kind of make it." I said, "Well, this is great, Jeffrey. You know, let's talk about what we can do." And so Jeffrey and Gillian came in. Most of what you see is actually
That's kind of cool.
plywood. The name of the company
That would be really cool for making props and stuff.
And one final question: would you consider yourself an otaku?
Cut things in any shape, but really big. Probably did it manually with a saw, but I'm fucking lazy.
Excited by playing them, and so on. So we share that, and you know, in that sense, we're all otaku.
Thank you. It has been such a pleasure.
Thank you for coming by.
Thank you very much.
Daniel, thanks.
Thank you.
Was that the end of the first episode?
We met 4 candidates. Who
Oh, you
will
meet
be
more
America's
candidates
greatest
every
otaku?
episode. Okay. 6 episodes. We met 4
We head to
candidates?
Salt Lake City, then over to Denver, and
What the
down
fuck?
to Dallas. as we continue our search
How do you...
to find America's greatest otaku.
Okay. You can totally meet 4 candidates in 6 parts. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. They're dragging it out with all the weird establishment advertisements in the middle. It's an ad for a shitty MMO, literally. Oh my god.
San Francisco. San Francisco is so sick. I love that city. Not to mention Hotel Tomo.
I thought he was gonna say Hotel Dusk. And I was like, same! But he didn't say Hotel Dusk. This was still the first episode, yes, but we did finish the first episode. You guys said after the first one we should go to maybe the Funimation one, because there's not going to be time to watch every episode. Which number is that? Do you know? I don't realize Johnny Bravo is Super Saiyan cosplayer.
Anime Expo was sick.
I always get amazed when people do really weird hairstyles like that. Like, you know the guy from Hunter x Hunter with the really tall hair? Every time I see someone, I don't even know who it is. I've never watched or read Hunter x Hunter. But every time I see someone cosplay them, I'm just like... I saw one before that was so big they couldn't go inside the con. It hit the ceiling. Is it come on?
We're going east. Sweet. So let's get a good night's sleep, and we're going to wake up early.
Go in adult form. Okay.
Sounds good. Thanks for watching this week, and we'll see you.
Which episode is the next one? Does anyone know? If not, we're just gonna move on to episode 2 because I don't know which one it is. I guess we're just watching episode 2. Which oh, this one has Bizingas! I actually like Bizingas. That's actually not a bad English language manga. I got Tokyopop. Thank you, Mom! We're watching a reality show
Denver,
made by Tokyopop.
and down to Dallas.
Dallas, that might be the Funimation one. Okay.
Please join me as we continue our fascinating
Did a
journey
band for cello lesson. Have a
discovering
good
otaku
time.
culture in America.
Man, I have a
Searching
cello.
to find who
I never got
is
to learn it because
America's
I got
greatest
injured
otaku.
and then I couldn't learn it. I wonder if I could try to somehow relearn on stream. So I'd love to learn. It's gonna sound really bad though, because I literally don't know how to play.
And here we are in the middle of nowhere, Winnemucca, Nevada. And what are we going to do on the way to Salt Lake City? We're going to choose each team's cities.
Dallas has a
One
lot of
you
weebs
guys will be in
actually.
charge
It's
of Salt Lake
surprisingly
City.
a pretty
One of your
big weeb
teams-
hub.
One of your teams will be in charge.
Probably because a lot of people move there with hopes to
Denver.
get into
One of your
Funimation and
teams
the
will be
like.
in charge of Dallas. Team SNS, you going to pick your city?
Well, I say Funimation, but it's more like just Crunchyroll now.
Dallas.
I'd be so
All right,
jealous.
so Team D&D gets to pick.
Team D&D? But only one of their names is D in it.
Now, this week is going to be our first Otaku
They did a motion
Core
comic dub of
Essence.
Princess Ai.
This
Princess
week,
Ai
we're gonna
in
be
general is
focusing
kind
on
of
pride.
Poor quality pride. Yeah, every otaku has too much pride.
Japanese phrase.
Can vouch, I have a lot of pride.
Kotowaza. That's part of your shugyo to learn the lesson of pride. And that is Bushi wa kuwanedo takayoji. The samurai, even when he's hungry, holds his toothpick with dignity.
Why did he like go into a character voice when saying that? When you speak Japanese, you don't have to change your whole voice and make it dramatic. You know, you can just speak the language, right?
A little challenge for you guys in each of your cities that I want you as a team to do.
He just thinks he's a voice actor. It's fine.
You need to cosplay in a public place where there's lots of people without reacting with embarrassment, and you have to be proud.
Oh, easy.
That's your challenge.
Okay, no, never mind. Not being embarrassed. Not easy. I will do it while dying of embarrassment. Hello, Tricky Rich. You used to be able to pull off the Shomaru when you had long hair. Nice! I've never cosplayed anyone from Inuyasha, but I feel like if I did now, I'd probably want to do like gender-bent mommy Shishomaru. Although I don't think I could pull it off. I'd probably make a better Rin. But I'd rather be Shishomaru. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We'll find something.
I am pretty upset because this is like our first like independent city, and there's like, you know, there's really not much.
Check it out.
Really complaining.
Buddhist temple. They take everybody.
That's pretty cool.
Is anyone there? Alright, maybe there's another entrance.
I do know temples do close in the States.
Don't tell me this is when they try to break in.
Know what time this one closed. So I would say poor research on my part. There's a door right here. Let's check this one.
You can't just no. Especially if you're going to a fancy religious place, like please maybe consider front door only.
We're done. We can't give up yet.
Front door only. If they're not open, they're not open.
Wouldn't be much, but I really was hoping to find more, and I guess there's just not much here.
There's gotta be something
Holy
back here.
jeez.
Oh,
Strider.
so smelly.
Yeah, I know it's a ditch.
Think about it, even if there was a back entrance, it's not like we could knock on it and ask to be let in.
They're Buddhists,
if there's
they
a
don't
back
care
entrance,
about
it's only for the
breaking
people
and
that work
entering.
here. Well,
Yes, they do!
So I'm putting this down.
Yeah, you might have wanted to leave that with the rest of the crew.
Shut up.
I don't feel too bad about
I would tell, if I was there, I would tell him to shut up too. What?
There might be something lurking. I still...
Why is he so terrible?
Something out here that we'll find a top.
Yeah, exactly. That's the real question, Josh. Why didn't... Okay, let me pause this for a second. And this is part of what makes this show so fucking unbearable. Why didn't the crew stop them? You saw the two of them carrying around a camera, pretending to film everything, right? Obviously, they're being filmed. They're not the ones actually filming everything. So they've had a crew following them around, filming them the whole time, and the crew never once thought to tell them, hey, guys, this is disrespectful. Because instead, the crew was like, oh, it's fun content that this is disrespectful, instead of realizing, hey, maybe for your content, you don't go and, like, wreck a space you're not supposed to enter.
I eat, live, and breathe Japanese culture.
I go to every
Was she
anime
wearing
event that I can
khakis?
ever find.
I was one of the founding
Fine! That's actually a pretty good cosplay.
I haven't spent
Hello,
any money
Zizi.
on anything except for anime and manga for like the past 2 years.
Because I have all these like
Do not buy yourself
manga
food.
stuff.
It shouldn't be the only thing you buy. You need to eat. You know, apparently they just want to commit a crime on a TV show, you know, boost their ratings. I don't think anything can help them with that, but that's true. That is reality TV. It's genuinely a pretty disrespectful genre. I'll make fun of reality TV, but I've never really enjoyed it. Like, other than making fun of it and pointing out flaws in it.
2001. That's when we finally got the approval.
With probably rare
to start
exceptions
a
I just
graphic
can't think
novel
of.
and a manga collection. And right now we have between 4,500 and 5,000 graphic novel titles.
They did a crime on a human life and called it a challenge.
Um,
That's messed up.
Represents probably all of the manga that we have. What you see on the shelf represents.
Eat the manga. Okay, true.
People come
I
in
mean, if
and
it's
they
food for
literally
my
take
soul, in theory, I
armloads
can probably eat
of
it, right?
this stuff We have
It's made of paper,
fans,
which is made from trees.
after work, and they're in
Manga
suits,
is a vegetable.
And they come and check things out. Teens and young adults seem to be the largest demographic for manga and graphic novels. That's what's so marvelous about these things, is they really talk to a huge amount of people.
All right, there you have it, folks. Marianne, thank you for enlightening me on how great the manga culture is out here.
I mean, she just gave the basics. She didn't really.
With an America's Greatest Otaku
Okay.
candidate, Serene Al-Sahawi.
Lifelong anime fan. But are you? So far, everyone else has made me question.
My first exposure to anime was on TV, and they were all dubbed in Arabic. Grandizer,
That's kind of cool.
Rose of Versailles, Suzuki, and all those wonderful.
Rose of Versailles aired on TV anywhere? I didn't know that other than Japan. That's really cool. Rose of Versailles is one that I've actually meant to get into for a really long time, just to compare it to shoujo nowadays. she has like the classics.
Boku no Bokki, and the short 4 comma of Death Note.
I didn't know there was a 4
Also
comma
did
of Death Note.
Naruto, the 4 comma one, and
I'll stay up to 2 a.m. to watch Evangelion. I mean, 2 a.m. that's comfy hours. Perfect time to watch it.
Oh, that's adorable.
She made those? Oh! So she made doujinshi. Nice. As I said earlier, I have heavily respect for anyone who makes
I
doujinshi.
started in high school in 2004. The title is called Tiger Punch. Well, it's about this orphan boy.
Kinda
He's a
looks
college
like
student. He is
the
around
cover
16
kind of
years
looked
old.
like One
And
Piece, but
suddenly he encounters
inside
cat.
looks different.
That cat tells him that he used to be the Prince of Scotland. It wasn't actually written in history, and for that he has to go all the way to Scotland and change history.
I mean, I'm curious. Chemically altered veggie is still a veggie. It's just like seasoning,
I started to learn on my
but
own,
with poison.
and then I took classes in high school and college. And nowadays I'm still self-learning. and
Satellite TV is big in the
hopefully
Middle East. Is that why? Is that why
JLTV,
maybe stuff like Rose of Versailles that would have been popular in Japan might have become popular
I'm considering
elsewhere?
myself as America's greatest otaku.
Thank you, Shireen. Is she America's Greatest Otaku? We'll have to find out.
We will find out. She seems kind of like an average otaku though. Like someone obviously is really into it, but she didn't have like her walls and walls and walls and walls and walls of stuff. Not that we've seen anyway. Your first experience with manga was Dark Horse Comics and Reiko the Zombie Shop. I don't think I've heard of either of those. What was your guys' first exposure to not anime? Because I've already asked that, but manga. For me, my first exposure to manga was Ranma 1/2. At a very, very young age of probably around 2. Don't worry about it. Oh, Nocturnal Bliss Chicken!
Possibility, yeah.
Nana is such a good manga.
I'm Diana. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. This is Dre.
She showed up in cosplay in public.
Doesn't seem like, you know, there's much otaku activity.
Check out the
Oh wait, this is for the challenge. They're doing the challenge. I thought that was the person they were talking to.
Novel had a Mormon background. If you are going to the temple, though, you might want to watch out for the.
What the fuck does Battlestar Galactica having a Mormon background have to do with absolutely anything to do with otakus? I've learned something weird that I did not even need to learn. Hello, Surge Knight.
Sure. I hope you enjoy your time here in Salt Lake City.
I will definitely check out your blog. It was
tangonet.com.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
See you guys later.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, so it was a big leap from talking about weeb culture. Holland and Tsubasa were really good. I wish she at least had her hair in a wig cap. It's physically hurting me that her hair is down underneath this wig. I'm in pain. I'm in pain.
Well, what happened was we were confronted by 2 of the sisters who took us on a tour, and we found it very difficult to say no, so we ended up like doing a tour of the temple. One of the sisters that
it looks really pretty though.
was an anime fan, and she was telling us about
that's kind of cool.
After Sakura, which was nice. So, you know, anime is everywhere.
That was heavily unexpected.
I felt the otaku pride. That was pretty awesome.
Chobits was the thing. I think Chobits is very similar to Nikkei. Chobits was written off as just fan. What's your favorite Japanese phrase? I like how one person had a catchphrase from an anime and the rest was just like hi or thank you. The most basic of basics.
So this is Team D&D here, and we are at the Salt Lake Arts Center. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Diana.
Welcome to Salt Lake Arts Center. Nice to meet you.
So can you tell me a little about yourself? How long have you been in Salt Lake City?
I moved to Salt
That would
Lake
have been a
City
good
about 10
choice.
years ago, but I've only been here at the Salt Lake Arts Center for about 6 months.
So what made you decide to come work here?
I've really been enjoying working with the local art community, and I think when we get down to the exhibition, you'll see that we're trying to make contemporary art accessible to people in a way that feels very engaging and fun, and also thought-provoking.
So how did this concept come about? It seems very unique. Like I never would have thought of something like this.
It's 18 fully playable holes of miniature golf, each created by a different artist here in Salt Lake City for 14 of them.
I misunderstood something. Listen, I didn't know this was a golf place because I spaced out for a tiny bit. I thought they were talking about cosplay. Or like literally, I thought they were talking about something related to cosplay or conventions. And he's like, oh yeah, we have all these playable holes. And me thinking they're talking about cosplay, I'm just like, what's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? And then they showed the golf, and I was like, how long do they space out? Damn it. I didn't know we were talking about golf. I thought there was like a cosplay art exhibit.
Golf course that you've never seen before.
I'm sure you couldn't tell that was my
I was
first
like
time
traumatized for a second.
Actually.
But the first one we played, that was a lot of fun.
That was a piece by
To be fair, it was like kinda
Brian
cool.
Butler and Christopher Warrenofsky. They're exploring an aesthetic that's
But
very
what does this
popular
have to do with weebdom? Like nothing.
the junk aesthetic.
Literally nothing.
Protecting the ball. That was a piece by Trent Call, his father Clint Call, and his partner.
It looks like really fun mini golf
Trent
though,
does a
really
lot of
unique.
work
I'd want to
with
play it.
these
To be fair,
therapies.
can't alone this.
It seems
People
like
love
both
chobits
sides
for the
do,
playable
like
holes.
The picture frame. What was that?
That was a
I
piece by
mean, depending
Spencer
on your
Douglas, who
definition.
recreated
The point of
word
chobits
Jimmy
could be
Carter
playable holes or
negotiated the Camp
unplayable
David
holes.
Accords between Israel and Egypt in
Depending.
1977. It's a
Chobits was
fantastic
beautiful
recreation
written.
with lots of really nice
I don't
details,
care like
including
what
the
stereotype
plan that you discovered,
opinions
the
people
trap-
have about
the
chobits. Most
plexiglass
people
that stops the
who
ball
write
from
off
getting to the
chobits
hole.
have not read it. It's actually such a beautiful
That was
series.
created by Peter Everett. He's actually a professor of art here at BYU.
Donkey
and he
Kong.
wanted to use
Okay, that one's kinda
an
cool.
opportunity to explore a number of Buddhist themes.
I kinda would like to play that
life
one.
and striving and desire.
It really brought home the otaku culture and the entire audience.
What part of this mini golf is otaku culture? Yeah, sure. This random mini golf really brought out the otaku in me. As I swing my golf club, I felt like it was a katana in my soul. Nothing. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. Yeah, this entire show is dedicated to sponsors. That explains how they were able to make it. Before I watched it, I was like, where'd they get this funding? Clearly somewhere. What's that, Lil? Your name isn't showing up. It's like maybe a space or something, but welcome in. People are too quick to write things off. I agree, just like Nikkei. The plot's beautiful in Nikkei. Chobits was the anime that led you to hiding your interest in people that don't understand it. That's really sad.
I'm Dominique, and we're Team Mongoloid, and we are
I feel like it is stuff like that that often makes the public misunderstand it. I loved the series. I wouldn't have changed anything about it. To me, the fan service was a part of it. It actually added to the message and stuff.
And we are here with Poma Sensei.
But people who can't
by
see
Emily Bush, who is
beyond
the
that
Vice President
think
of
very
the
differently of it. And they're like, oh, that's porn. It's actually really wholesome.
When you came to the United
Hello, Bear.
最初に来たのはね、まだベトナム戦争が終わって、みんながちょっとアメリカもちょっとみんな
Oh
が
wait, I
疲
just
れ
realized
て
you guys can't read this.
その頃私はね、日本にある米軍の三沢基地というところ、そこに勤めて、そこで合気道を教えて、そしたらね、そこで働いてるそのまあ軍人さんね、若い人たち、そういう人たちが自分の勤めが終わると。
You're watching in the same room as your father when they got to the scene where he started. I think I would die. I would just instantly perish. I would cease to exist. I'd be like, I'm out.
Japanese student language. I want to Japanese language. Study Japanese.
It is a JoJo. I would say this isn't really. This is kind of a weeb thing. For people who like wish they're in Japan all the time or whatever, they're like everything's better in Japan. They would be super into a JoJo. I think like the dictionary definition weeb would love this place. It's not specifically anime, but same thing. And for those people anyway.
柔道がヒットした、空手がヒットした。これ全部ね、本当はね、日本で最初漫画が出てる。例えば空手は空手バカ一代とかね、剣道ね、武蔵の。
I didn't know there was a karate anime. I knew about the Ken one. That's true. Martial arts are also very anime.
What makes it different?
I would love to learn a martial art someday.
Martial arts out there. What makes it special and unique?
No competitions. If one time you win, next time you must be worried to lose. Today you win, maybe tomorrow that you lose. So this is not the real peace.
So earlier, Emily was showing us the clocks that are on the wall.
I've never heard of any of that
show
before.
All the towns.
I don't actually know anything about Aikido. That's kind of interesting.
Service and philanthropic work in.
Just last month I have a 60,000 meal to Denver homeless.
That's so good!
So, last month I have goal. Also, all over the world.
This is like the most wholesome person ever.
Especially like
I'm glad they showed this place. It's kind of cool.
Build school or help school. That's kind of activity. Martial artist.
So thank you, Homo Sensei. Thank you, Emily.
So he actually does live by the code. He gives back and stuff. He's not just like martial arts, cool violence. No, he's bro.
As you can see, she's a little
it seems like a really cool place.
Class we took this morning at the NipponCon Cultural Center here in Denver.
You can't pronounce Nippon.
Fortunately, there is a Domo restaurant connected, so we thought we'd pop on over to get some energy. I think Mira needs it a little bit more than me, though.
I want to see the food. This is definitely staged when it wasn't open. It wouldn't be this empty.
This kind of food.
Their timeline is total bullshit. They literally have this as a reservation.
Wow. This looks amazing.
Oh, whole set menu.
So do you get a lot of like...
I would go there so hard. I love huge set menus.
Do you have any like anime people or cosplayers that come? Yeah.
Imagine you have to have a special level of like I don't know the word for it. A special level of something to go into a very, very fancy traditional like Japanese restaurant that's leaning heavily into its roots and be like, so do you have any otaku that come here? It's probably their least favorite type of customer. I've seen people during conventions. Like, people during conventions can be honestly really terrible at restaurants and stuff. Most people are very nice. Richard Mythologist, the problem is the vocal minority at conventions are very loud and very disrespectful, and they give the whole convention a bad reputation. So I can understand, like, someone at a place like this, he probably does not have the best opinion of cosplayers and, like, weebs and shit. He seems to, so maybe he's had good experiences, which I hope. But this is like, that's so inappropriate to ask in my opinion. That's so painful. It does feel like a loaded question, 100%.
What types of food do you serve here?
We say Japanese country food. Country means.
Oh, yeah. Like more traditional meals.
Japan. So we make it so long. So we give a lot of winter food means prep to.
Don't know whether to say they're brave or stupid. Both. Shameless? Is that the word that's both?
My hometown, my old house. Like old
that's so cute. He themed it after his house.
Samurai have this one. And what use this? This is usually kill people.
Yeah, the way you said that. You know what you use it for? Killing.
If not, I die, right? this is really dangerous stuff, right? But the other side,
Actually educating the weebs. This guy's a bro. This guy's a Chad. Educating the weebs. Wait, I love him. I love him.
Kitchen cutting onions with that?
But this is what it's for. He is not afraid of weebs. Maybe he's gotten rid of a few that were too rowdy.
How about we do it?
That's why he's not afraid. He's one of those to butter your bread. Honestly, that would be like both blasphemy and so funny.
Oh shit.
Japanese lesson from Pam. You can, if you're ever at like a traditional Japanese restaurant and the people are speaking Japanese or whatever, and you want to say something is yummy, don't just be like oishii. That's rude. You have to be like oishii desu, or even just like oishii desu. You have to like fucking use the desu. It's not. It just way what anime makes you think. It's not what people being like desu 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 to be cute or whatever. That's like how you end a sentence politely. If you're going into a restaurant and someone you don't even know and they ask like, yeah, umai also kind of works, but like, if you're going to a restaurant and talking with like an actual Japanese person, you have to be like, oishii this or something like that. Like, you can't just be like, oishii. That's like, I don't know what is an equivalent in English. I don't know what would be the equivalent in English. I don't know. That's like an old granny asks like, oh, how was your meal? And you're like, yeah, sick, Gran. It's like someone who doesn't know you that well is gonna be like, huh? you don't just. It's kind of just, I don't know how to explain if you've never been in this circumstance, but it's just rude. Screw the food be busted. Yeah, it's like kind of the equivalent. It's like that level of jarring. I guess if you get with a foreigner, you can probably get away with it a bit more. If you're with a close friend, it's fine. If you're eating with a close friend and they're cutting food, it's like, oh, oishii. But like, if it's like the staff, you shouldn't just be like, oishii, because it's kind of implying a level of like closeness that's not there.
Hi guys, I'm here with D. Tran, our Denver America's Greatest Otaku candidate. We're here at the Tattered Cover Bookstore down on 16th Street.
Oh god, he did the glasses thing! He did the glasses thing. Dio is not as polite as this.
I'd say at least like...
Dekozaru is like a really old-fashioned form of this kind of... Dekozaimasu is actually
old-fashioned. Favorite one that got you hooked, that you knew was like, man,
more like
I
super
really like
keigo.
Well, I started with Card Captor Sakura. It was really...
Based!
Pink.
Based!
From what I remember, so I tried to keep secret about it, but that definitely
no secret! Only based!
Those are classic memories right there. You just something about waking up at like 6 in the morning.
Exactly, it's a solid choice.
And you just watch Haunter on the screen, and you're like, Haunter.
I really liked Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur's cool.
I thought they were holding it. No, you guys! Because of the layout, I thought they were holding hands behind the sticky note for a second, and I was like, ayo? We got our first couple in the show? Man, imagine.
I used to want to like be able to write stories.
They had to censor it. It was too lewd for 2000 whenever it was released.
I'm actually working on this like collab project with my friend.
Okay.
So we're making a manga friend.
Okay.
So it's like collab. Collab project with my friend.
Okay.
So we're making a manga together. It's been on and off, but we're working on it. So I painted this. I went to art school for a year, so I picked up some painting skills. And so I whipped this up for a friend of mine. I did this for a contest, actually.
Oh, okay.
It was called the Paper Chain. It's on DeviantArt.
Okay.
You know, at least is of course it was on
And then
DeviantArt.
so my friend won, and so...
You know, at least he went for dynamic pose. I can give him credit. He tried. He didn't just go for the easiest 3/4 angle, like doing nothing. Ro, thank you for 26 months. I'm down one of the interns and ask if you could interview them. Oh my god! Bold of you to assume I wouldn't if I could find any of them. Oh my god. That'd be so fun. Anime shoe creator. Oh, I actually want to see this.
I'll show them
I've
to our
always
lovely
wanted to
viewers
have a
since
pair of
they've
like
come
painted
through.
anime
Looks like you're
shoes.
really talented.
I'm not doing this for you again, audience, just saying right now. But yeah, I totally do this as like a second.
Did you seriously just talk to the audience and be like, it's not like I'm doing it for you or anything?
For you again, audience, just saying right now. But yeah, I totally do this as like a second job.
Man
I
is
paint on
pretending
them
to be a
I
tsundere.
do whatever the commissioner asks me to do.
And are they waterproof?
Yeah, I can take these shoes outside and they'd be perfect.
That's not the kind I usually see. It's more like a lot of characters, like fancy designs all down the side, not the front.
As you can see from my application.
This might be the guy that raps.
That I did actually.
Is that why his
and
body
I was going to
language
ask
is
if there any chance we can get you to sing.
a little overconfident? The problem is his body language.
I can't say.
I don't know if this makes sense to you guys. But the way he's acting, it kind of gives off this sense of arrogance. It could be by accident. Maybe he's just awkward. But very often, people who have this type of arrogance, I find I don't get along with them very well. They scare me very quickly, and then I avoid them. Oh no.
I have to do a little dance routine for you first. Even if this is kind of pathetic.
No, you got jammed out.
Oh, self-aware though?
Full Metal Alchemist was playing just the other day. I tried to watch, but something special made me walk away. It was the way Roy's talking to Ed, it made me think a bad fan out of them in bed. I turned it off and tried switching to Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. This is like I have had really cringe weeb phases. You guys know I used to wear cat ears in the fucking school, but this does he win? I'm starting to wonder. Wait, I know this melody. Should I write down the lyrics and do a cover on stream? Should I do a cover for you guys of this song? We gotta finish it first though. We gotta finish it first.
Hearts instead, but then the same problem was happening over again. Roxas snacks will be in more than just
At least he has good taste though.
See some ice cream every day, they're like a gay couple in every way. I closed my eyes and told myself that it was all a dream. But it was true, Ellen, like you, boy, love was everywhere.
Wait, this is based! This is based!
Yami to Yugi. To be stuck to ya. Girls all kiss and touch. Again, Riku and Sora. And even Germany.
Wait, this is anti-BL. Never mind, it's not based anymore. This is the song he makes because of people like me.
Right now, I don't like Naruto or Sasuke. I'll run the risk of being snitched by all of the guys.
That doesn't even the faces make. He is totally into doujinshi. He's just pretending. He is pretending. He is ultimate BL fan. I bet you anything. That was made from a place of I'm embarrassed that I like BL, so I'm gonna pretend to hate it. Wait, I have to cover it. I was not kidding. I'm gonna cover it. Hold on. That's a face to pause on. Chat! Is that all of you guys right now? Probably. Look, that's probably you guys right now. Anyway, I'm writing down the lyrics. Hold on. I can type really fast, but I don't know if I can type as fast as he's singing it, so I'm gonna have to pause it. Oh fuck, I went back to the beginning. Hold on.
Hi guys,
Okay, where's your song start? We're doing a cover. Hold on.
Full Metal Alchemist is playing.
Okay. I know this melody. I can do it. He's not even rapping, by the way. He's trying to sing. He's just missing all the notes. I know the original song. And I have the instrumental. Oh, baby, here we go.
I had to watch, but something special made me walk away. There's a way.
Okay. Even though this goes against everything in my soul. Hold on.
Song to end, it made me think of bad fan art of them in bed. I turned it off.
What do you mean bad fan arts? Works of art. Okay. You guys get your Yuri, listen. If you get your GL, I get my BL. Everyone's happy, right? I say that, but I'd probably also read the GL. I'll just read everything!
The same problem was happening over again.
I'm gonna sing it real dramatic and sad, by the way. I should do an actual cover of this on my channel, shouldn't I? The anti-BL song. And then end it. Which is like talking, be like, just kidding, I love BL. And then everyone will unsubscribe. And I'll be like, good, you didn't deserve me anyway. Can't handle me at my full power. You don't deserve me at my tamest. Okay.
Scream every day, they're like a gay couple in every way.
Okay, here we go.
I closed my eyes and told myself that it was all a dream. But it
Okay, here we go. He literally stole this melody, so I don't feel bad stealing his song. Okay. I don't think he even said it was a parody, did he? Okay. 1 second. Okay, I have it almost written out, I think. Okay. For a second, I thought he meant like Yami and Yugi fan art. I'm like, that's a little weird. But I can definitely see it exists. We were looking at a really weird, like, One Piece, Jav art for a parody called One Penis on Discord. And this just reminds me, there's probably a Yami and Yugi video somewhere. Here we go. Okay. He's also doing things with his jaw that's actually really unsafe to do while singing. But to be fair, that's me being mean though, because I only just recently learned you can't do that. And I'm working on stopping it myself. Okay. Okay, I almost have it written down. Okay.
It's killing my soul.
What does that even have to do with anything? And it's fair though, Germany and France are two of the areas in Europe that have the most weeb stuff. Okay, we're almost done. Ah, shit! No, I gotta go back. Hold on, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get all of this. Okay. Here we go. I need all the lyrics. I haven't gone this far for nothing.
It's killing my soul, and even Germany can't avoid the yaoi paddle. I just want to see Ichigo with Rukia, not Byakuya.
Too bad. What if I want to black Byakuya?
Or anybody else whose name is Renji. I'll say
Okay, if there's one more line, I think, and then we're good.
right now I I don't like Naruto or Sasuke. I'll run the risk.
Okay. I have the lyrics. I have the lyrics. Are you guys ready? Oh, he probably does mean Italia, based on when this came out, almost definitely. Okay. Oh my god, this would be so cursed as like a group collab. Anyway. Wait, no. I have to cry. I forgot that we're doing the sad version. We're doing the sad version. That's too dramatic. Okay. You guys think you're ready. You think you're ready. But you're not. You're not. Hold on. I'm gonna add some lyrics because I just realized they don't have the beginning. No, yaoi. All we've gotta do is ben yaoi. It's time to say goodbye, ben yaoi. All we gotta do, ben yaoi, ben yaoi, ben yaoi. Full Metal Alchemist was playing just the other day. I tried to watch, but something special made me walk away. It was the way that I talked with Ed. It made me think about better off them in bed. I turned it off and tried switching to Kingdom Hearts instead. But then the same problem was happening over again. Roxas and Axel being more than just the best of friends. They sold ice cream every day. They were like a gay couple in every way. I closed my eyes and told myself that it was all a dream. But it was true, and my two boys' love was everywhere. Suzaku and the Luz, I couldn't avoid it. Like Yami to Yugi, I was destined to be stuck to Yaoi. Why can't I get straight pairings in anime? I choked up my throat, hold on. It's because it knows, the song knows I'm lying. Hold on, the song knows I'm lying. It's fine. It knows I'm lying. My throat got dry. I usually take a break before now. That's the problem. I put off my break. Okay. Stuck to Yaoi. Why can't I get straight pairings in anime? Then goes all girls just want all men to kiss and touch. Jin and Mugen, Riku and Sora, it's killing my soul. And even in Germany can't avoid the yaoi battle. I just want to see Ichigo with Rukia, not Byakuya or anybody else whose name is Renji. I'll say right now I don't like Naruto or Sasuke. I'll run the risk of being smitten by all of the yaoi gods. That's it. That's it. That's the song. You're welcome. Man, I couldn't even sing it. I was being so untrue to my heart that I just couldn't do it. That's fine. That's fine. We all understand now. But clearly it's supreme. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. You've now had the BL song. Is that the Sadness Cave Financial Crisis? Thank you for joining membership. Also, I really apologize guys last month didn't have a Pan Pack. I don't think I'm gonna make one at this point. But instead, for all Pan Play Plus members, there will be a member pack for September. I'm gonna ask if I might be able to give you guys a teaser of something coming out in the future instead of a Pan Pack for all Pan Play Plus members. It's a really hype teaser. Like, you guys will freak out. I'm just gonna keep the shadow on my face. I think it's pretty relevant to what we're watching. Let's just keep it here. How did you make that sound good? I listen, it's an actual song. He was literally stealing the melody of Just Be Friends, which is one of the most beautiful Vocaloid songs ever made, so that's why. But that was something. I'm so tempted to honestly record like a full version of it just because it's so stupid. You want a cover of this song for the Pan Pack? Is that what you want? And then you'll be happy for September. I just give you this, and then later on I'll give you better shit for September. Employee Plus for now. Get a cover of this later today. Wow. Would that make you guys happy? Would that make up for being so busy? I might make a public one eventually too. I don't know, but give you a ringtone version. I'm gonna take a break and go to the washroom because I did not yet, and my throat is angry. Yeah. I'll be back, and then we'll finish this episode and watch the finale, which I don't know anything about, but I heard someone say, "Oh God, the finale!" So I'm nervous. So. Taylor should use limit. Well, we did it anyway. We did it anyway! Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. You true sad hours. I do the pushing around here.
No.
You're not gonna make it back in time.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I got 33 seconds. I just have to not get hit by a hook. Stop tripping me! I'll trip you! This game was not made to work with your friends very clearly.
No. This, wow.
You have so much. You haven't put a single one in.
I know.
Oh, no.
Because you. I have
Okay,
a question,
Akira,
though.
I won't touch you.
I think I misunderstood the game. I thought you could only go to the box once.
Oh no.
Okay. That's why I had so much. I thought I had only one shot to go to the box.
Oh no.
I misunderstood the mechanics.
Oh no,
I would have gone so many times if I knew. don't know who you guys are, you losers. Oh my god, what is... She's so pathetic! Oh my god. I'm like, I don't know who you are. She's like, meh, here I am, finally part of Team Star and still get no respect. I gotta work my way up the ranks. Wah. Look at that pathetic baby dance. Look at that pathetic. They're such losers. Yeah, they're trying to be Team Skull. They're posers. They're posers. No! It went hard! I can't. I'm not allowed to. No!
You've all done très magnifique, preparing for this special event. The desserts are incredible. What is it?
Incroyable.
Incroyable, as always, particularly the chocolate. Truly something worth a touching words.
Sobriquet? I don't actually know that word.
Sobriquet.
I'm near fluent in French and I still don't know that.
Isn't it? It's sobriquet? Sobriquet?
Maybe. I've never seen that word before.
I've never heard of this.
Hold on, I'm using Google.
If I have any French speakers in chat, I apologize.
I speak French. Oh god, I forgot to put supper on to cook. I have no fucking food. No. Let me have enough time to eat some cat food. Yo, guitar! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pami-sama. Oh, Queen, happy birthday to you. Thank you! That was so cute! That made me happy! And more. Happy birthday! Thank you! Getting a happy birthday from cute girls. Best birthday ever. Best birthday now. She killed their commander? What?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does! We're back! Oh wait, have just be friends. Me showing the wrong thing. Don't mind it, it's fine. Now you know which version. Just search don't be friends. Search Just Be Friends piano version. If you see that art, that's the one I was listening to. It's really beautiful. Anyway, you know what's also beautiful? This quality content. What do you guys think? Should we go back to watching it? Do you guys want to see more? Do you guys want to see more? I have pretty much perished from the song, so I'm not sure how I feel anymore, but let's go. Let's go.
That's it.
Would you consider yourself an otaku? Definitely. America's greatest otaku?
Oh, without a doubt. Look at me. I'm here talking to you, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
he definitely seems cringe enough.
We'll have to find out. And also just a special thanks to Tattered Cover here in Denver, Colorado on the 16th Street Mall for letting us take over their bookstore and film today. Indeed, thank you again.
I am America's greatest otaku, and you know it.
I still think some people in chat could give you a run for their money. We are dying from cringe. We are.
In Denver.
She looks so nervous.
Public, so I'm really nervous.
Oh, my heart. Okay, her outfit actually looks really cool.
I'm a proud otaku. So
I don't know what it is, but it looks really cool.
Sure.
I would wear that. Is it a character, or is she just wearing like a fun costume? It actually looks kind of cool. I would wear it. The purple outfit. This will make us stronger, hopefully. It's our weeb training. It's our weeb training. We're not powerful enough. We have to learn the true art of cringe. We have to become full
Hold
cringe.
my hand.
Aww. That is one way to have confidence. Just dancing is always fun. It always makes me instantly confident, just like dancing down the street. I feel so silly, but I'm doing it on purpose, so I stop worrying about looking silly. You know? Mm-hmm.
Hi guys, I'm Dominique.
Exactly, we are
Mira,
cringe, but we are free.
And we are here today with the premier Denver Hitalia group.
Oh no. Oh
The whole
no.
group got together last September at a local Colorado convention here.
Not the Hitalia
After that, we decided
fans.
to get together as like group gatherings and stuff for Hitalia cosplay. We've been meeting about.
Let me just pause this. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna preface this by the things I have heard about Hitalia fans make me so happy I was never into Hitalia.
Cosplays you see here, to gender bends, to even casual shoots all around Denver.
My sister and I, the other elite, we've actually been sewing for about 10 years. Our aunt taught us.
Oh wow.
And then we actually
That does look pretty high quality.
Hungary how to sew. Our Spain,
Like it looks like they bought outfits or
Lithuania,
something.
Our America, and our Japan.
Was it that bad? Hitalia fans are notorious.
Otaku pride here in Denver. Would you say there's a lot of pride? And
Obviously not everyone. It's one of those communities with like My Little Pony or like whatever where the vocal minority can just be really loud.
It's a small combo. What we do big.
And I have one final question for the group. Are you all otakus?
What do you think? Okay,
Next
we didn't
up,
learn a
Dallas,
lot about them.
where we
It
visit the
didn't
top
get
anime
scary. We're
voice
fine.
acting studios
I actually am
and
interested in
discover
seeing the inside of
wildest photo
Funimation.
sticker booth in America.
It's not a specific thing about Hitalia fans. It's more like hearing so many little things that have happened that it's like, how can one fandom have so many things? It's more just like, how do I word it? It's like, this I think could be the best way to explain and sum up everything that I've heard about Hitalia fans. It's like, Hitalia fans are often, like, the minority, of course, are going to jump from 0 to 10 really fast and, like, be really loud and unashamed and in your face about, like, certain types of maybe more mature content that's not necessarily canon and not really necessarily respect if you say you don't want to see it or hear about it. Just kind of like, more like, here, absorb more, you will learn to like it too. And they're like, I'm good. And they're like, you become one of us type thing. It's like, there's a lot of communities where they have like vocal minorities that are kind of like that. Hitalia is one of them, from what I have heard of people who had been a part of it and are no longer. Like, you can be a Fujoshi who's not crazy. Like, listen. Do you guys know how long I specifically held back the Fujoshi on stream? Because I know when it's appropriate and when it's not to unleash the Fujoshi. I have the common sense to know when it's not appropriate. The problem was, once you guys, you know, didn't fear it as much as I thought and embraced it, I just stopped holding back. But I can hold back. You didn't know how.
I'm Steven.
I'm glad that one person somehow has not figured that out about me.
So how did you get into voice acting?
Fujoshi are wild women should be gay kept on a male hobby. Say that again and I'll ban you.
Continued up through college and auditioned for the role of Trunks on Dragon Ball Z. Then I guess it was about 3 weeks later after that audition.
Oh, they actually have a voice actor in there. Nice.
Recording like the next day.
I was at a party with a friend that I had done a stage show with. He said that they were getting ready to audition for a anime version of Romeo and Juliet and wanted me to come and audition. And got cast as Antonio. And
hello, Anima.
Have pretty much
What are we watching? A very cringe weeb reality show.
ADR recording engineer.
Why did they make this? I don't know.
In those early days, it was there were occasions where they would say, "Hey, get in the booth and go bark like a dog," or
That'll be fun.
die as soldiers. So that's kinda how I got
Imagine
my
being
start,
told to
just
go in a
being
booth and bark.
around
This is not
absorbing
recent. It's at least 10 years
all of,
old.
Everything I could learn from all the other actors and directors up here.
That was it. If you can do it without the breath in the middle, that will nail down the timing.
Okay.
Great read.
No freaking way. I don't want to get wrapped up with some dude who just looks like he attracts trouble.
Everyone
Is
come
this
quick,
Ghost
the Moira's
Stories?
about to jump
No.
off the roof.
No, I don't think it
Voice
is.
acting is very liberating in a lot of ways.
That was definitely a voice actor from Ghost Stories, though. What was that anime? Does anyone know what that was? I don't think it was Ghost Stories. Definitely sounded like a voice from it. What was this? I don't know. This. I don't think it's Ghost Stories. Does anyone know what this is?
He attracts trouble.
Everyone come quick, some moron's about to jump off the roof.
But the line sounds kind of like it would be Ghost Stories.
You don't have the constraints of your own body. There are certain things that, you know, I will never be cast as because
Heaven Lost Property.
I
I've
look
never
the way
seen
that
that
I
one.
do. If that doesn't happen.
Oh, Daniel, he was a voice that was in a lot of stuff, so.
I'll go if you guys go.
Look at that, one taker.
On stage, you get to use everything.
Probably should never have a one-taker.
You know, your whole body.
Ever. At least get a safety take in case you decide you don't like it later. You should never have a one-taker.
You've got to learn.
One take is a sign of a bad director, not a good actor.
But through your
It is Heaven's Lost Property. Nice.
Hey, yo! Icarus!
You think they actually wanted to turn people off this type of entertainment? I wouldn't doubt it. If this entire video is propaganda to make people hate weebs, in disguising itself as for weebs, but it's anti-weeb.
facial expressions and your body, but through your voice.
Hey, yo! Icarus, you think you could knock out the rest of this equation for me? Oh, yeah, that's the one, for sure.
But that was...
What would you say is the main difference between voice acting for American anime?
That's a good actor, but that was a bad take. No!
American audiences have grown up with cartoons.
Oh god, this hurts me.
You know, Looney Tunes.
This hurts me.
So the American audiences have become
Is it a good anime? Maybe I should watch it. I really like cheesy old dubs. Would I like this anime? I'm kind of thinking I might, based on the vibes I'm getting. Also, please don't tell me those Ed and Al figures are actually on the couch at Funimation. It's so weird.
What I need to tell you first is you're going to see an ellipses right in the middle of the line, right there. That means that there's a pause in the flash.
It's super edgy, but it's funny. Sounds like a good time.
So when you get on mic,
I'm pretty sure it's notorious because I've heard of it before. I've definitely heard of it before, and it seemed to have like alarm bells when I hear about it.
maybe it's refracting light somehow or hiding behind the clouds. Its whole nature remains a mystery to us as of now.
That take wasn't bad.
All right, cool.
I don't mind fan service heavy shows as long as they have other stuff that's valuable. If it's just fan service, I get bored. If it's fan service plus really funny or fan service plus really good, then I like it.
Hiding behind the clouds. Its whole nature remains
Same.
Maybe it's refracting.
So with the flying panties, I don't think I've ever seen this
Its
scene.
whole nature remains a mystery to us as of now. Man, that last part is
Yeah.
The irony that the actors understand anime voice acting is different than cartoon voice acting, yet they end up sounding cartoony because the directing. I know, it's so painful.
remains.
I got it. Because you hear the same anime actors are sometimes really good in a show and really bad in another. It's usually the directing.
Maybe it's refracting
Or
light
miscasting.
somehow, hiding behind the clouds. Its whole nature remains a mystery to us as of now.
Great timing, great timing.
Like, it
There
just
you
sounded
go,
too
and that's how
dramatic.
it's
They
done,
kind of
sir.
let him to do it. Oh, agreed.
Team SNS here with Justin Cook, the Director of Production for Funimation. Could you name some of the projects you've worked on?
Yeah, well, over the last 10 years, the list would be, I guess, for the first part, I worked on Dragon Ball Z is what I came in on, then Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, as mentioned, Fruits Basket,
Oh, that's kinda
Kitty
cool.
Grade. At that point, I was pulled out of directing and began producing. So from there forward, every title from Full Metal Alchemist, Mushishi, or the list goes on. And
Those ones actually didn't have bad dubs.
I've had a hand in working on or producing.
Maybe he's one of the competent producers they have.
I like an ongoing story.
He's saying this Yusuke? Oh,
As opposed
nice.
to something wrapping up in 20 minutes that feels a lot like a sitcom. And with Japanese animation, there's an ongoing storyline that will sometimes spread.
I feel like anime ever feels like a sitcom, though.
Episodes, or with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and GT, 500 plus episodes.
I don't think maybe I'm really off, but that's kind of a weird sign for a producer to have.
Pride Before the Fall, all of these kind of themes are what they heavily touch on in a lot.
Okay, is that just me? Or is his hair somehow getting messier every episode? Like, I'm not dissing him, if that's his style, whatever, but it just, to me, it seems like the poofy is getting bigger every episode. Is he just, like, not cutting his hair this entire journey or something? Shit, I went back to the beginning, hold on.
Your voice.
All right.
Remains a mystery.
It is going more and more upwards. Okay, so it wasn't just me. He's going Super Saiyan. I have a question. This is gonna sound so bad. I've never watched Dragon Ball. Okay, any of the Dragon Balls. I want to get it right because I alternate between the two because I'm too embarrassed to ever ask. Is it Super Saiyan? Or is it Super Saiyan? I need to get it right. I need to make sure I know. That's one of the few I haven't seen, guys. I don't want to reference it wrong.
Title from Full Metal Alchemist, Mushishi, the list goes on and on. So everything that's come through Funimation's door, I've had.
Super Saiyan. Okay, I said it right. Okay, I always said it right then. Part of my brain was like, is it Saiyan though? Saiyan is correct, but everyone says Saiyan. Okay, so technically both. That's why I never knew.
Like a sitcom, and with Japanese animation, there's an ongoing storyline that will sometimes.
Was it Saiyan in Japanese and Saiyan in English? Is that what they did?
Or with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball
Mispronunciation of Japanese that became canon.
And then the themes that are addressed in each of the shows: courage, pride, pride before the fall. All of these.
So Saiyajin in Japanese is like Super Saiyan, like Saiyajin. That makes sense. A Saiya person.
I think that's much more appealing, at least to me.
What advice would you give for aspiring voice actors or anyone
Saiyajin. Okay, so it's supposed to be Saiyan. And then in dubbing, they just did not.
Voices you might hear on different animes that you enjoy.
You got it. It's jelly donuts all over again.
Actually establish yourself as an actor. And once you do that, then you'll have some materials to really put together a demo that will impress.
All right, this is Team SNS in Dallas, Texas, with Justin Cook, the director of production. Justin, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a great pleasure to meet with both of you.
I like spaced out for the rest of that. It's kind of hard to follow up, the rap. I think I've been completely checked out since the rap has been on stream. I'm not gonna lie, I have been completely checked out since the Just Be Friends song. I have been mentally gone.
Today we are going to the Super H Mart where they have a photo sticker booth, also known as
There's a lot of good food you can buy at Super H Mart. A lot of good chips and side dishes. Left it after Italia Fair. I was gonna say maybe they shouldn't be climbing on the bar, but I guess that's what that's there for. I think the only thing I've ever got at an H Mart was groceries. Maybe there's multiple different H Marts, because this one doesn't look like it has groceries. I'm starting to wonder if this is not the same store that I thought it was. I've been to an H Mart before that was groceries.
Todd Habercorn. Todd, thank you for being with us.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh! Wait, Todd Habercorn is a contender? He might be one of the greatest otaku? He's not a guest, he's a contender? He willingly entered this contest? Todd Habercorn willingly entered America's greatest otaku, bruh. Why would you willingly enter this if you're already famous? Oh no, I'm not thinking of Kmart though. It's definitely an H Mart.
So
Oh my
you're a
God.
voice actor.
Yes.
He voices
yes, of
like
course.
I think Sasuke.
Well, I'll give you a hint. This show involves an amphibian. It has 323 episodes, and we're working on the next volume of the show. And I play a character that wears a yellow cap and has a red star.
I don't actually.
Bingo.
I don't actually. Oh, I was gonna say I don't know what it is, but that makes sense. The voice kind of sounded kind of froggy. Yeah, he voices a lot of really big characters.
Italia.
That's true. I don't know if he was
Oh, you're
famous.
doing it?
He must have been famous back then.
There we go.
That's awesome.
He must have been. He did stuff that's really old.
I refuse. I'm not
Like
going
really,
to-
really old. He would have been famous.
Okay.
Just one.
Mm-hmm.
Bring forth.
Oh, Yuri Lowenthal, Sasuke. Yeah, I mixed them up. The Capricorn is not Sasuke. That's Yuri Lowenthal.
I called that character Akuma because of Street Fighter. It's an offshoot of this property right here.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I did that earlier. Begins with a D, ends with a gray man.
D. Grayman.
Bingo.
I got that first.
Okay. Technically, I would say you got that, but you with the power of editing.
There we go.
How did you transition from your otaku passions to the professional environment?
Well, it's a lot of Columboing the situation. So you watch these properties.
He might have been still kind of new to it then, I guess. He's Italian Italia? Yeah, we just saw the Italia fans, so he must have been like... Exactly, he was kind of in the host club, so like...
And you work your way up from there.
He would have been well known. Although there wasn't... I mean, the internet still existed, but the anime community wasn't quite as internet probably back then. I mean... At least in English. I don't know, I found myself, because like, this is around when I was 10, right? I would have probably, well, at least if it's here it says, I would have been on Nico Nico instead. I never really looked much into like the Western anime like area. I was often on Nico Nico.
Otaku as a Japanese term used to refer to people with obsessive interests, particularly in anime, manga, and video games.
Which is not true.
And on all three
Because it's also very notorious for having things like train otakus. It's not just anime, manga, or video games. Not at all! It's kind of more like the Western definition.
I'm quite familiar with those. And
which makes sense, I guess. It's a Western show.
Making it bigger into an Asian thing.
The anime community kind of blew up a lot around 2012-ish, Sword Art Online. That would make sense, because I remember by the time I was in my late teens, it was like really, really big on the internet. And by the time I was like mid-early teens, it was like more than it was when I was a kid. So that makes sense. It was around then.
Hey guys, Team SNS here. We're about to take on the cosplay challenge in Dallas, Texas. I was supposed to be Soji from Persona 4, but it's way too hot to wear a schoolboy uniform, so I'm either Nier from Death Note or Ginkgo from Mushishi.
But it doesn't even look like he's cosplaying. It just looks like he went gray early. The Pocky Elf, you see, he knows how to cosplay. He knows how to cosplay. This person is not cosplaying. This person, that's the life. Cosplay as Pocky in public, he is doing it right.
Kind of cosplayed, quote unquote, but I feel kind of like, I kind of feel like we cheated out.
Yeah.
Sully and I just went to a hotel lobby and we danced for like 5 minutes and that was it.
That's not in public, you're hiding in the corner, bro.
Didn't do as well.
Wait!
Didn't do as
Why is he like grinding on him in the Pocky suit? Like it's definitely what it'll do.
It was embarrassing, but I felt we didn't do as well in the cosplaying event. Almost just because we didn't really have the opportunity because we were wrapping up at the end of the day. We tried to make the most of the 10 minutes we had, but because of the lack of time, it felt like we didn't really achieve as well as everyone else did in that aspect.
Oh no, another Italian meetup. Why?
Hey guys,
Why?
we're at the Mozart Cafe.
Was it
and
not
we're
enough
back
the
in Dallas,
first
Texas,
time?
And we're with the Dallas Fort Worth Italia Meets cosplay group. So in your guys' opinions, what defines an otaku?
I don't know, this is just me, but I think an otaku is kind of someone who is pretty crazy about anime and
made me cosplay, you know. When we all gather in our Hetalia group, we kind of dominate wherever we are. We go to places like ice skating rinks, malls, and cosplay.
This is
we
exactly-
just have meetups where we just go to malls and we just walk around.
Exactly
and
the
cosplay.
type of
People
wording
will
that makes me
sometimes
fear
stop
this
us
group.
and ask us questions.
If you go into the group of cosplayers, and yeah, I dominate the whole area when I walk in. It's like a red flag. Try to at least be polite.
Called the DFW Hetalia Meets, which our Belarus started. And it's pretty much, we have everybody join on there. We send out messages, we put up our events, we put up our pictures, and that's, Facebook is pretty much the huge part of how we all stay connected.
Does anyone even use Facebook? I can see using it to stay in touch with like older family who might only use. Yeah, he's literally thought Albercord is a candidate. I can understand he's going to stay in touch with family that might like not use anything else, but is there any other reason to even use it?
In our search for America's. Bye guys.
Okay, we're skipping to the finale. Let's find out who wins. If you guys want to see the episodes that we skipped 3 episodes. Maybe we can do a second stream and finish the whole series if you guys are really keen. For now, we're gonna skip to the finale though. We can watch the stuff in the middle if you guys really want, but I don't know. Would you really want to do that to yourself? Yeah, I want more anime room
Mira
tours.
from the Mongoloids. I'm sitting here with Masato Sakai, who is a store manager at Mitsuwa Marketplace.
That's probably not a thing you should name your team.
Thank you so much for joining me.
More than welcome.
What exactly is Mitsuwa?
Well, here, this location is the largest Japanese grocery store in the Midwest. I call it the Mall of Japan.
Okay, actually, I really want to go there.
Buys New Jersey, maybe, but that's 2 hours plane trip. So we are the largest one out here in the Midwest. We mainly go with Japanese groceries, food.
Oh,
Is that octopus?
this looks like heaven.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. That's so weird. Oh, you can see the things on the suction cups? Yeah.
What do you expect? It's a tentacle.
Stores, video stores, travel agency, cosmetics.
Do you think that was only an anime?
So, you know, this is like Japan.
Ah, this reminds me of the Kinokuniya in Seattle. I got to go there a few times when traveling before, and it's like, it makes me really happy whenever I can go there. Has like grocery store nearby and then like magazines.
Smaller than what you're
I want to buy it. I'll put this here.
Unless I spaced out and this is the one in Seattle. Okay, no, it's in Chicago, okay.
No one.
Sorry, cameras.
Do they score points or something? I think they just decide who wins at the end. There's no points. There's nothing cohesive to keep this series together. We're just jumping from person to person. There's nothing binding this together.
Back in home. And to other customers, they're like, wow, it's a whole different new country, new place, and I've never been before. So it's different to each customer, but I think it's a place of discovery. People
Man, I
find
would love to find this
something
place.
and useful.
Wait, Mira. What?
The real prize is the friends we made along the way. If I met any of these people, I don't think I'd ever want to talk to them again.
Oh, I thought they were toxic.
Now, these are toxic.
Some of them do seem kind of cool, actually.
Can differentiate.
Yeah.
Little boxes and stuff. Cute little carrying case. Is it hair dye?
I have a cute chopsticks in the carrying case. It's good when traveling. I found out the hard way some cities don't give you utensils with your takeout unless you ask, so now I carry them around.
Manga characters, aren't they? Or like anime a little bit? Oh, yeah.
So I think this is a place for introducing our Japanese culture. And of course, right now we're getting bigger.
You're like trying to introduce a Japanese culture and they're only interested in the fucking things they've seen in anime.
I think it's the best thing is to find out all these people discovering and enjoying my my culture.
That's awesome though, his reason for
Just
doing it.
wrapped up looking around at Mitsuwa, and it was fantastic.
Can we keep looking at Mitsuwa?
It's huge. I totally had a fangirl moment in the manga section earlier, so have to go back.
Of course
where
you
I spend
did.
my free time now.
I feel like I'd be more interested in the snack food.
Hey everyone, I'm with HEO candidate from Chicago, Jillian Marcus. Thank you for joining us.
We have another cosplayer. Baker! What does she do? Make like anime-inspired bread?
I actually wanted to give you guys some presents.
What are these?
I made you guys cupcakes, and I drew pictures, and there's a Kirby, and there's Buddha, Japan, Otaku, Smiley, Well, one of them kind of got squished, but there's the robo-fish,
Oh.
sushi, an angry cupcake, and then a nice one. So I thought you guys would like some.
The Kirby one was cute. I kind of, because it's like a reality show, I kind of thought it was going to be like some world-class, super fancy, like, baked stuff where instead of just drawn in icing, it's like baked into shapes and colors and stuff, so I'm a bit sad, but I mean, it's still
When I
cute.
was little, like, I saw it on TV, and it wasn't like any, like, regular cartoons I saw. It was just really different. I loved the way the characters looked. Sailor Moon was my first anime, so ever since
I have a question. Actually, I want to have a discussion with you guys right now, because I'm curious. There's anime, and then there's cartoons, but in Japan, anime just means cartoons. What? I agree, though. I find there's a very different vibe very often that you get in anime and cartoons. Sometimes some of them tend to overlap a little bit, like Panty and Stocking, very easily. I would have believed it was a Western cartoon if someone told me. But a lot of other ones, it's very distinct. Not just the art style, but like other stuff too. Avatar, I would have believed it was Japanese if people had told me that. And same with like some other stuff. I'm curious what you guys find, like, what defines anime for you? Like, what you like about it? Is it just the art style, or is there something else? Because I actually figured out what it is for me, why I tend to like anime better. Occasionally, it can be the art style is just really appealing, but for the most part, what I tend to prefer about a lot of anime, and obviously not all of them fall into this category, I would say it's what defines it, but it's why I prefer anime over a lot of Western animation. I like that they have very often more mature storylines and plots. And I don't mean mature as in like, ooh, spicy adult content. I mean like, made for adults in more ways. Very often you see North American, like, adult cartoons and it's just sex jokes and vulgar language. And they're like, oh yeah, it's for adults now. And I like stuff that has a little more, like, I don't know, a little more maybe weight to like the words and everything in it, like something that's just meant to make you think a bit more. I very much, you guys probably figured that out from my anime taste. I like things that make me think, and there are exceptions, like Pantheon I really love, and that's a North American show. I like shows that make me think, and I find I more often get that from anime, if that makes sense.
into it. Okay. As high school, I started buying manga, and I just have a huge collection now. I have a bookcase.
Hello Kitty is anime. That's why I said not all of it applies. But you find a lot of anime that are both aimed at adults and not aimed at adults. But you don't find a lot of North American stuff that's aimed at adults in the same way, like at all.
Plushies, and I'll buy lots of cute little stickers or stationery. I probably wouldn't know what I wanted to do as a career if I didn't like anime or manga, because I started editing AMVs. You know, and I really like to edit.
Wanting to turn editing AMVs into your job. That was her application for the reality show.
Do you want to edit anime as a career?
Caramel
That
dancing.
would be an ideal dream for me, to like be able to help edit anime or movies or put together things like that, trailers. But you know, if I can't do that, you know, there's always movies in Hollywood.
I mean, that's true. But if you want to get into editing anime, you better learn Japanese, like, first and foremost.
I actually made this outfit. I made the corset and I got the dress together, stockings together. It was fun to make.
Kind of like the stockings, though.
Hello. You changed?
Yeah, I put on my other costume.
They do think that adult cartoons are a financial loss in a lot of Western areas, which is why you don't see a lot of them made, which sucks.
Did you make this?
Yeah, I actually made this whole entire outfit.
I actually didn't recognize it as Lucy. I don't. Oh yeah, there was that hat. I forgot about the hat. I was like, shit, from Zelda.
Jillian, thank you so much for coming out and showing us your fabulous outfits.
No problem. It was really fun.
This is Mira from Mongoloid signing out. Bye-bye.
Man, I'm literally so checked out. Imagine if we had a few more hours and we could finish the whole series. I think we would perish. I don't think we could make it.
At the list of things that we
were scheduled to go to in Chicago, and the best bet was one
Maybe next time I feel really sick and don't know what to do on stream, we can just pull up the last 3 and have a collective fever dream.
Sorry, I could hear her talking to her mom and dad, and they said, I don't care what you do as long as it's in your room.
Hey guys. Hello. Okay. So we're at Jillian's house in her room finally. My house. We're about to move this bookshelf where the mural will be painted. I've heard a rumor that if you go to IKEA and you tell them
Painting a mural that they'll hide behind the bookshelf?
sketching beginnings of a cherry blossom tree. Popping. Here's all the cherry
That's kind of cute.
Here is the sketch of the drawing.
That is a pretty smart idea, sketch it on paper first. I've drawn a mural once, and I was too stupid to think to sketch it first. I just ran with it, and I hated it. Halfway through, I was like, oh no, this isn't gonna work, but I couldn't go back, because I didn't paint.
The last one.
And then they're gonna cover it with the bookshelf. That's kind of cute, though. The angry one. Why? There must have been another challenge we missed.
This week, we met 3 more candidates.
Yeah, it was
who
cute.
will be America's greatest otaku.
Wait, I want to see if any of the other ones are famous people.
This week.
Okay. Becky? Is that the Becky? No. No. I think that Becky is from England. It wouldn't be that Becky. I might want to go back and find her. There was a Becky that cosplayed Miku on Nico Nico and got really famous for cosplaying and lip syncing to Miku. I don't think it's the same Becky though, because she was British. So there's like no way. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, I don't think I recognize any of the others. Okay.
We met 3 more
Becky
candidates
Cruel.
who will be America's greatest otaku.
She's like one of the really early people who wanted to do like idol stuff, but in the West. Like around the time of like Kiki Hime and a bunch of others were trying to do it.
Guys, we made it through the whole tour.
We didn't. We skipped it. We couldn't take it. We skipped.
So guys, your challenges this week, you guys each were able to do a mural. That was awesome.
Oh, I guess they had to draw a mural in someone's
I
house.
would say who won the challenge for the week, but because this is gonna be the one that determines the entire challenge for you guys, I'm actually gonna wait.
That's true. We did what was necessary to survive.
A little bit of drama.
That's terrible.
So New Orleans, was everybody like the food there?
Oh,
So
yeah. It was Diana's birthday.
Wait.
Too. Oh, yeah,
Diana, happy 21.
Is the show out of order?
She's been drinking nonstop.
Thanks for advocating alcohol.
I turned 21.
This said it was part 1 of episode 6. Why are there credits? Why are there credits? Is this out of order?
I just really like the haiku you made about Diana's hair. I thought that was so funny.
Learning haiku
But
was fun.
no, but they still haven't shown 3 other people. Why are there credits?
Oh, that was one right there. Didn't see that coming at all,
Did
did
they
you?
just
Yeah,
give up on announcing a winner?
The puppet museum was pretty cool.
Oh,
And the Japanese archery was really cool.
Was there no winner? They gave up?
The anime film 5 centimeters per second, the main character,
I still have to see that movie.
he does kudo in school. And
Did they legitimately just give
it just
up?
looks like a very like
Even they gave up?
poetic kind of martial art.
Wizard World, the last con, Mongoloids, you guys always get conventions.
I didn't sit through this show to not find out who America's greatest otaku is. What the fuck? Hello, Falcon Reader. Yeah, I think we've been scammed, guys.
I was talking to somebody.
I think we've been scammed.
A lot of the big companies, DC, Marvel, all that sort of thing, they stopped coming.
Did they just like put episode 6 out of order in the playlist? Like, I don't understand.
Jillian, our
They mentioned drama earlier. Was it related to that? I don't even know.
cosplay there, and we didn't get to see it.
You're all losers. End episode. That's literally it. They're like no winners because you're all a bunch of losers. And end the show.
Japanese culture.
Maybe they ran out of money. I wouldn't doubt it. You think they'd at least pick a winner before they rage quit though? Wow. They were actually sponsored by Pocky.
You guys have become my family on the road.
So next week, we don't have any more cities to go to. We'll be revealing. Of
They
course,
were,
the Otaku 6 challenge,
guys.
but
You
most
don't
importantly,
understand. I was blocking it. You didn't see that. They were sponsored by Pocky.
To see you guys, like it's gonna be really weird.
What the fuck? What the fuck is Fred Water?
See everyone in the morning.
What is Fred Water? Does anybody even know what Fred Water is?
Of course, the Otaku 6 challenge, but most importantly, who? America's greatest
Fuck
otaku.
is Fred Water?
So, till next week, everyone. See you then.
Oh my god. They said see you next week. So that might have been... Oh! Sorry, that was the last part of episode 5. That was not episode 6. So we still have a whole episode to go.
Final episode of our show. I'm Stu Levy.
Now it's the finale.
As we first say goodbye, my incredible apprentices.
I made you watch a part for nothing.
Then, the moment of truth, revealing the grand prize winner and joining him or her in Japan on this exciting season finale of America's Greatest Otaku.
Are we gonna tour Japan? Please? No, finally no. Tokyopop had some ideas back in the day. I mean, now they publish Disney manga and BL, so...
So guys...
Whatever led them to
through
get
the
there.
entire 7 weeks through the tour through 20 cities, and this is the end. Honestly, guys, you guys did an awesome job.
The CEO seems like a very interesting person.
What you learned and what we saw.
Imagine if I could ever get him on for an interview.
I honestly didn't know what we would find across
It'd be
the country.
wild.
I think even in cities like Oklahoma City and Nashville and places in the middle of the country.
I'm actually kind of curious what inspires him and stuff, honestly.
And tomorrow, you're all going home.
Just to know how he got here.
We're going to Japan.
You're not going to Japan, right?
Yeah, me and Sully are going to Japan.
You're allowed to go to Japan.
It's becoming emotional. They're all sad because most of them aren't going to Japan.
Time to announce the challenge.
We need a PA version. What, do you need me to tour the world and show off your guys' houses? Are you sure you want me to do that? Are you sure?
Great job. So for the last challenge, the 2-point challenge,
I don't know if you're ready for
it was
that.
a tie. All 3 teams get 2 points. The ultimate score, D&D 5, SNS 4, Mongoloids 4. D&D, congratulations. We'll live it
No. At least one of you understands how terrifying that would be. Team D&D won the challenges. Nice.
That is, wow. You know, I'm gonna see you in 20 years and you're gonna be like obese.
That's not actually a lot of food. I have ordered more than that.
To the winning team.
To the victors go the spoils. Shutting the Mongoloids down.
Shutting the Mongoloids down. Although they do
SNS
get 3
down.
conventions.
I think this show needed a PR team that it never had.
We've definitely found otaku culture.
You get to meet me in the process. Yes, you're meeting me
ways
right
people
now.
express it, and then, you know,
Is this
how,
not
like,
good
some
enough?
things are definitely the same everywhere we go, like the passion, the screaming, and fangirls. And
Oh
All
god,
ages
there's a
kind of
whole
different, like,
army of caramel
normal
dancers.
people, in the sense that they're not like socially maladjusted. and
They're
stuff like
normal
that. They're actually,
people.
like, normal
Remember, we learned this last time,
people that
guys.
Contribute to society, and wait, yeah, no, I worded that weirdly.
We contribute to society, remember? Weebs contribute to society. This is where we first learned it.
I've really learned how to appreciate when we're going to when people like are excited to see you. Like I really appreciate everyone who came.
I can at least vouch that's the energy at a con. Everyone's always very excited and
The
friendly.
most memorable moment is like waking up in Baltimore when we got to Otakon and you just hear this
Mm.
roar of otaku cheering for the bus, and I was like, wow, that's the best alarm.
That would actually be really wholesome.
I was surprised. There were some towns where I definitely thought that there would be nothing, and there's been at least something in almost every town we've been to, and that's been a really neat experience. It really is hard. It's like choosing a favorite child, because every city that we were at, even the ones that we weren't hosting, had such a great, unique character about it.
They're so memorable. They kind of all bunch together, and it's like I'm trying to remember all the stuff that's happened. Like,
in other words, it's
like
boring and he doesn't
for 2
remember
months,
anything.
But it feels like I've been here for like 6 months because of just all the stuff we packed into every day.
That's kind of
really
valid, though.
Sad.
Welcome to the NHK was a trip. I still have to finish that one.
This is so sad, though.
I started it shortly before VTubing, so I was having a big sad phase, and I never finished it.
It's kind of hit me, like when I don't see everyone that I've seen on the tour for 2 months every day. And
This has just been, honestly, like one of the
I'd be
best
so
times
happy
I've
to
ever
have
had.
personal
I learned how
space
to live
again.
with other people. I learned how to cope with problems. I learned how to suck it up when things get hard.
This was a very, very intense, you know, almost 2 months really.
You know, despite some difficulties, I'm really glad I did this. I definitely learned a lot.
Thank you guys.
2 months, yeah, they did this for 2 months. This series was the culmination of 2 months worth of weeb hunting.
It would be really cool to see some of the other cities that we did not get to cover during this tour. And I think after people kind of understood what was going on as a project, it would be a really cool thing to see how that could progress, you know?
I guess I'll have to just say, you know, thank you to everyone who's been watching the show and everyone who worked with us during the filming process.
They're just so happy to be
The
out of
show
here,
wouldn't
man,
be here without
probably.
you guys, so thank you.
I hope it really was, and memes aside, I hope it actually was an enjoyable experience for the people who worked on it, at least. I hope, if nothing else, they had fun. Because this is gonna haunt them for the rest of their lives, so I hope they had a good time working on it. Cautionary tale about internships. Not wrong. Not wrong. This is just ads for the rest of it? Okay, let's skip ahead. We still have a few parts of the final episode to sit through. It's not over somehow. No matter how much I wish it was.
Hi, I'm Hiroshi Nagahama. Tara Platt.
Oh, Tara Platt!
Roland Keltz.
We are judges for
America's greatest. America's greatest.
America's greatest otaku.
They make this seem like such a legit show with these intros, but then the show is like dog shit. No, it's not the ending. No, there's still 4 parts. Oh, they're the judges. They're judging all the weebs to see who's the ultimate weeb. Okay. Oh god, they're being judged by real Japanese people who have to look at their actions. We will get a winner, it looks like. Damn.
Hi, I'm Tamari. No, I'm just joking. I'm the voice actress, Tara Platt.
She does some really good stuff. Imagine if they got Miyazaki, he would just say this whole show was a mistake. That would be his judgment. I need bets on who wins. I wonder if the ones we saw.
Essayist, and I also lecture at the University of Tokyo.
If it's who is the best otaku derogatory, maybe the rap guy. Because I kind of got the vibes that he thought he was better than everyone else. But if it's who is the best otaku, not. Maybe that girl who wrote the doujinshis. I'm really biased to people who write doujinshis. Yeah, Miyazaki would be the executioner. Hello, Jellyhead.
オリジナリティがやっぱりある女の子で、例えば頭につけてる耳みたいなやつも
I actually like the ears, they're kind of cute.
可愛いし、そういう風に自分がいいなと思ったものを作って形にする力がある。
We never got to meet her. It was one that we didn't watch.
彼女がオリジナルのアニメを作りたいって言っていた発言にもすごく期待しています。
There was a point where he was asked roughly how much his collection might be worth if he were to sell it.
Oh no.
And unprompted, he said, well, I would never sell this.
Hmm.
He knows how much it's worth.
Probably more than a house in this case.
So much more than the financial.
I like that Snow White painting. It's really pretty.
Close to his heart's embedded. That to me is a level of mania, maniacal love and obsession that defines.
That is kind of true though. Japanese anime was originally based off of Disney and French animation. That is kind of true. Because that's why you see a lot of older anime and it looks very much like Disney. I think there was manga first and then in Japan though, obviously. But it became a really big hub for animation and then it kind of spun off into its own genre very much so. But the earlier stuff was heavily based on Disney. 幅広く日本のカルチャーとしてファンになってくれてるところにすごく感動しました。本人もすごく Robin guys the time he pushes up his glasses he goes when he's about to give a rebuttal. He did that in a section multiple times.
Today, unfortunately, I have to tell 18 people that they did not win, and I have to tell you.
I don't know if you'd want to win this.
I'm sorry about that.
Although for the Japan trip, I think maybe I would want to win it. Okay. Maybe it'd be worth selling my pride to get the Japan trip.
Yes, but don't be bummed out because you did great.
No.
Okay. I understand.
No, I appreciate you giving me a call.
Let Todd win! Let Todd Abercorn win!
Thanks and everything for like choosing me to be part of this and stuff.
I just want Todd to win because it'd be funny.
どこかでと思って多分自分はお会いしてるなと思って見ていたんですよね。そしたらサインが出て
I wouldn't say the West is always stagnant or that Japan is always good. There's a lot of bad animation that comes out of Japan too, and there's a lot of good animation in the West. Both have their good and bad animation.
Clearly she's passionate.
But the West is heavily leaned in 3D direction. That's probably the main difference nowadays.
This culture and the manga and
although both have 2D and 3D, of course.
Very focused on the original creators and Japan.
全体を見てアニメ業界が全部が盛り上がるようにもっとグッズを買いたいっていう風に思ってるところとか、本当にアニメの世界全体がすごく大好きなんだな。
I think Tato, what you might be thinking of, there's a few specific series that came out around then, but I think they were manga. It might have been anime as well though. But the main anime style that we see nowadays heavily was inspired by Disney. Originally, before it evolved into what it is now. She did buy bootleg stuff, so she's the winner. Imagine. I admit I buy bootleg stuff sometimes. If I'm at like a flea market or something and they have really funny bootleg stuff. Sometimes bootleg is really funny, okay? Hello, GC. There is some good 3D stuff coming out of Japan. I haven't seen it yet, but from the trailers, I really like the look of the Lupin 3D animation. That looked really cool. I like 3D anime that embraces that it's 3D and works with it instead of trying to pretend to be 2D, if that makes sense. Which is why I really like the Lupin 3D style. Because it wasn't even trying to be 2D, it was embracing. And the Prince of Tennis 3D looked really nice too.
I don't mean it's about spending money, but clearly the obsession goes beyond simple, superficial fandom and dressing everybody up and wearing costumes. But she's really out there getting the manga.
How is that superficial? Fuck. Not everyone has money to buy a gajillion volumes of manga. Listen. Listen. Not everyone is loaded. This is America's greatest otaku, not America's richest otaku. Fuck you. Listen. You can be an otaku and be poor. If you don't buy manga, you are still valid as an otaku. Maybe the prices were better back then. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I specifically remember using the library because they were expensive.
I didn't get a strong sense, I guess, of aesthetic obsession. You know, something really specific and keen that you could hone in on. And maybe it's a matter of her, you know, finding better ways of expressing.
Back then, it was probably slightly more expensive because fewer places are importing. I don't think you were wrong. I think if anything, maybe it's more accessible now, so to compete, the prices may not be as bad.
DC アニメクラブって言うんでしたっけ
3D and CGI, sometimes it's the same, sometimes it's not.
分かってもらうために活動すべきだ。
That's exactly it. In the West, manga has always been really expensive.
私の中のオタクっていうのはなんかそのアニメ
But
の
that's because you have to translate it, which adds more
がオタクだ
expense.
と思ってたんですけど、彼は自分が知ってるだけじゃなくてイベントを開いたりカニバルでやったりパーティーでやったり。
What's impressive about Christopher to me is the extent.
He seems like an interesting one. I'm sad we didn't get to see his episode.
That missionary zeal that he has, and gathers people together. He formed the club there.
Oh, he sounds really wholesome.
He was very passionate about sharing this idea.
He should be the greatest weeb. He wants to share it with everyone, but he's normal about it. He's not creepy. That's like that's the type of people I like. The type of people who really want to share their interests, whether it's something I also enjoy or not. I love people that are really passionate about what they love and want to share it with others.
That really stood out.
Christopher, I have to tell you that you won.
He actually won?
Really?
Yeah, let's go!
Oh my!
Mayoshi won!
Really? Congratulations.
Nice!
Oh my! Oh wow!
He looks so happy too. And there's still 4 episodes left. What are we gonna do? Get to like tour Japan with him? Hello, Pi. I'm happy he won. We didn't even get to see his episode, but like the really brief description of him like forming clubs and everything, I really wanted him to win as soon as I heard that. Yeah, the show got something right at least.
Cool.
So I guess now we're going to Japan. We are going to Japan. Alright guys. We are going to Japan. Are you ready? I wonder if they'll go anywhere that I've been to. Yeah, he won a trip! Now he can talk about it in all of his clubs. I'm not sure if Japan is ready for this show. I wonder if they actually got the permits to film it or if they just did it illegally, honestly. She's like, where's the baby crying coming from? He looks so happy!
The flight, it's just...
Imagine if they just dropped him in Akiba and they're like, okay, you're in Japan, bye! And left him.
Japanese soil, I was like...
I think I'd rather explore alone than with a group. I don't like doing vacations with big groups. With like a few people is okay, but otherwise I'd rather go by myself and be able to take my own pacing.
It's just something I've just never done or experienced before, so it's like, okay, do I do this, do I do that, where do I go, where do I turn this in? I had to like ask all these questions to all the people. There were people who
Legend says he's still there spreading the otaku love.
I can just always
He just, you know, they abandoned him. He's like, oh, I'm not going back.
How do I get there?
No, they can't find me. I remember the airport. How old is he? I have no idea, to be honest. I don't think they ever said. We skipped his episode anyway. I'm pretty sure all the contenders are adults anyway. Some of them look quite young, but I think they're adults. Hello, cameraman, what's in?
I mean, they won't even let you on the train.
He can get scouted in Kabukicho, oh god. I feel bad if he speaks no Japanese, because that might actually happen. Or in, where's it called? There's this place that scouts foreigners a little bit more. It's a very rich area. Do you guys know the one? It's where there's a lot of Roppongi.
And I'm just so excited and just happy.
It's a very
to be
expensive
here,
area.
to be able to see what this city has to offer. I'm just like jazzed up and like, oh, I want to go.
Oh my god.
I want to go out. You know, but I gotta get some sleep. So
I got scouted once in Japan. I got scared and gave them a fake phone number. I was like, I don't have my phone with me. You can call it later.
This is the real deal, so I'm just very pleased and happy to actually be able to
see this in my lifetime.
Scouting can mean different things. It can mean you're being scouted for like adult entertainment, like girls' bars or host clubs. For me, it was actually an idol place.
Ah, here we go.
They wanted me to be an idol, and I actually went in because I was interested. And I saw the other people perform. I actually got to do a test one. It was kind of fun. But then I got really weird vibes. I saw the other girl there. She was foreign as well, and she was flirting with the guy who scouted me. That was her manager. And the other staff, they were like, oh, futari tomo. They kind of like being like, oh, that's so cute that they're flirting. But she was like 18 or something, and he was like, he looked like he was in his 50s. And I just, because they were actually flirting, and he's like, I kind of got a big red flag vibes, and I was like, I'm out of here. No way. I do actually know a lot of people who later on told me I dodged a bullet. So they knew exactly who I meant, and I was like, oh, phew. It was not, I don't think it was even an agency. It was just this guy who's like, I can make foreigners famous. I went with a friend when I went in the building. I wasn't stupid. I didn't go alone. But I got weird vibes, so I was like, I'll hear it out, but probably not. And then I went with the probably not.
I was just not many people.
I don't even think he was a real agent. I think he might have just been a creep.
So to do that, I just felt like very lucky.
Getting inside the toy animation was really cool. Yeah, the pretty girl statues are nice.
Mazinger. I really like the Mazinger.
I'm glad you weren't that naive. Luckily, I will, because of my anxiety, sometimes it does benefit, you know. I will see red flags even when they're not there. So if there's any red flags, I know.
Impressive. But I'm really not surprised considering that the first animation in Japan dates back to 1917. Oh, one of the most violent anime I've ever watched. Hokuto no Ken, better known as Fist of the North Star. Oh, I actually have this on DVD.
I'm so glad he won. He is having the time of his life. He's like, I love all these. There you can kind of see the Disney influence in some of the early ones, if you look at the art style. Yeah, I see all red flags, even fake ones, exactly. You know, they actually had a lot of Grimm fairy tales and like Ghibli stuff. That's a lot of like Western stories back in the day, like Ghibli style, I mean. Some of them were actually Ghibli. There's like the Dog of Flanders, Anne of Green Gables, Heidi. A bunch of really old stuff was done in anime. Sometimes if you find like at the store really old videos that are like bootleg Disney, like bootleg Snow White and stuff, it was actually like anime that's older than the Disney ones sometimes, telling the same stories. Like Kimba the Lion! Lion King fucking ripped that shit right off.
I like to imagine like he's out.
Swallowtail! Swallowtail! I spaced out. I did not notice we were going to Swallowtail! I've been here. I have a membership card. I have been here 3 fucking times! You think I go once? No, I go 3 fucking times, man. Sorry, I spit out my drink on my lip and I just have drool running down my chin. You guys don't understand. You don't understand. Even if you're not a Fujoshi, I think you would like Swallowtail. Listen, listen, listen. It's so fancy that as soon as you go in, you feel like you're fucking, like, royalty. I love Swallowtail! I don't even know it would have been around back then. Damn. Look how fucking fancy this place is. I love it! That's actually what it looks like. Can confirm. You go down these creepy stairs into the basement, and, like, it feels really weird and sketchy, and you feel like you're gonna be kidnapped, like the butlers are actually murderers who are ready to kill you. But then you go inside, and it's like, whoa.
I like to imagine like he's Alfred and I'm Batman.
That same guy was there when I went. How many years has you worked there? The Vatican hired Osamu Tezuka's studio to do an anime out of the Bible. That's so interesting. I didn't know that. He went to a Butler cafe, not a maid cafe. Listen, you don't understand how good this place is.
Hey, he's here.
Like, anyone would love this place. I genuinely think.
Hi. This is my,
It's so fancy.
Butler.
It hasn't changed! It's exactly like how I remember it! I want to go back so bad. The food is actually so good. The experience is so good. This is like one of my favorite places when I was in Japan. I went way after this. Did you ring the bell? No, I was...
America's greatest otaku, I don't know.
I was... Listen. I went with a group of friends. The first time I went, we were all really shy. So they gave us the bell and they're like, please ring it if you need anything. And we were too shy. We couldn't ring the bell. Eventually he came over and he just like picked up the bell and showed us. Just kind of like, and then put it on the table and like pointed at us and was like, those one. I'm like, ah! We still couldn't do it. So eventually he's just like, okay, but like in Japanese, of course, he's like, okay, are you guys gonna, like, what are you gonna order? We're just sitting there like, we were too embarrassed.
I would get. And, just a joke, but...
God, it's so
if you ladies
fancy.
ever come to Japan, come to this. They'll make you
God, they actually have the fancy napkins and everything.
So what do you think is
I
the reason
love
why
this place.
It's so popular.
I love this place. I didn't know that there was such a big like variety of ages that go. It's kind of cool. I genuinely think anyone would like this place. Like, it may not be at the top on your list. If you're not, I guess, Ikemen obsessed. But it's a pretty cool experience for anyone. It's just interesting. I never knew about the training. A month learning tease collection and stuff? That's a month before they even go on the floor. That's pretty impressive. That's why they were so in character. Like, it was uncanny. Like, it legitimately felt like they were your real Butler, like in an anime or something, and you're like, oh my god. No, you're never ready.
I don't think I'm charming enough.
You're never ready to go in there. You go in, you think you're ready, you're not. Because like, you probably shouldn't be a Butler then. It's hard. I can imagine how difficult this would be. But it's such a good place. I love Swallowtail. I didn't expect to see it in the show. But yeah, they're literally trained to be like the perfect butlers. It's such a good experience. Yoshi liked foods. Honestly, I didn't like a lot of the food that they offered. So I ordered a takeout option, but I really liked their takeout option. They had like a package of multiple different flavored tea biscuits, which is horribly overpriced, but you're paying for the experience. And I actually really enjoyed getting the tea biscuits, so I'd always get them to go and then have them for breakfast for like a week. And I'd just have a tea while I was in there. Yeah, he's really harsh. She's like, it's better you stay a master than become a butler. Now they're going to a maid cafe. At Home is a very famous maid cafe. I think Pomo has talked about this one before. Yeah, it would be expensive to train them. They make a lot of money with how expensive that place is. Trust me. Those butlers must be paid damn well. They look so cute! Maid cafes and I think I'm gonna pause for a second because you guys will see what I mean. Maid cafes and butler cafes are very different in atmosphere. Like, butler cafes are more, if you imagine a like full Victorian maid outfit and they just bow to you and like gently clean up and give you everything. It's not like moi cute. It's not a host club. It's very much just fancy, rich experience. Whereas the maid cafe is more for the moe experience. They're very different atmospheres. Yeah, elegance versus cutesy fun. Both are good. Both are good though.
Entertain you, not just serve you something in a cute little maid outfit. Just be pretty.
Why is he dressed as MC Mario? Listen. One, they probably told him to because it's funnier. Two, he's America's greatest weeb. Why not? That does depend on the maid cafe too. I'm pretty sure I've seen once before there was one that was like the elegant style. But in general, they're not.
せーのフリフリ
フリフリ
シャカシャカ
シャカシャカ
萌え萌え
萌え萌え
キュンキュン
キュンキュン
ニャンニャン
ニャンニャン
ワンワン
ワンワン
ピヨピヨ
ピヨピヨ
おいしくなれ
おいしくなれ
萌え
萌え
Never saw that.
I would go to a maid cafe just to do that because it'd be fun. They'd expect me to be shy about it and I'd go even harder than the fucking maid.
Would tell you to repeat it, and then the child would repeat it. So it's kind of like similar to that.
Hello, Kyle, player. せーのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそうなんじゃほら心は進化するよもっともっと
Not bad.
He's like, I've had battle at this Butler cafe. Probably. Honestly, the Butler cafe is made to have really expensive, fancy food. Maid cafes is more the cute experience. It's not going to be it's not going to be the best food you've ever had at a maid cafe. The Butler cafe food though is very high class.
出来上がりました
Man, I would disappoint them so hard. They'd lift up the ketchup and be like, what can I draw for you? And I'd be like, put that down! Do not touch my omelet! No, I could never eat this anyway. Omu rice has ketchup in the rice unless you get curry omu rice. So I only eat curry omu rice. I think it is a power glove. Kilos!
The game that I have getting my butt kicked in.
You sound so frustrated. Hello, Tokyopop.
That's sad.
ではご主人様残念なんですけれどもお出かけのお時間になってしまいましたのでお出口までお見送りさせて
I always wondered why there was for a while a digital maid cafe, but I think it was actual maids on cameras. Like I feel like a VTuber maid cafe, but like as a regular thing, like every week you get something special for a super or something, would be a really good concept. I've seen people do it as one-offs, but like a company based around the concept of like a virtual maid cafe. I feel like that would be such a like banging idea for an entire VTuber company.
I feel like
the guy. Did you see the guy? Look at the guy right here when he walks out. The guy right here just stares at him. I didn't go back far enough. Hold on. Just watch right here. The guy. The guy just stares at him when he walks out. The guy's like smoking and just like drops his cigarettes. Look, look.
I feel like
they're like, what the? Like, what is this guy? Fucking Mario.
It was amazing. I mean, there was like
oh, I love stores like this. Secondhand merch stores are heaven. They literally look like that. They can be piled floor to ceiling with merch. And book off!
Of course, it's right there, and I just get it. Some of them
I think I was in this store.
So I didn't bother. Some I did. And
I might have.
I got quite the haul when I was around Shibuya. People were like kind of very stylish, and there was like a lot of young people down there.
Yeah, going to Shibuya dressed as Mario would be really embarrassing.
Like the maids like passing out flyers and have like signs trying to get the guys to like come to their maid cafe. Anything otaku, it was there. The wandering around was pretty cool because I saw like a lot of different things, and I just feel like a celebrity. I mean, especially today since I was like cosplaying. I mean, words can't describe really the feeling.
That's cute though. People stopping him for photos.
Some guy like actually said, "Hey Mario, you," and I had just so much fun. I've learned a lot. I've enjoyed it, and I'm just ready.
What is that? Ooh, I'm curious. He does kind of pull it off though. I think it's because he has so much confidence. You know, he just looks so happy wearing this Mario outfit and in Japan. He's like, I'm glad he won. He's just radiating happiness right now. After these cursed episodes that we've been put through, I needed this. I needed this. Hello, Aaron Kelly. There's 3 more parts. No, 2 more parts. 2 more parts. 2 more parts. And then we are free. We are free. Harajuku, but are they going on a Sunday? Takeshita Dori on a Sunday is, it's an experience. Harajuku can actually be kind of scary and sketchy. I've had people grab me and take me into their store and be like, look, buy stuff, and I'm like, no! Let me go! They didn't like keep me there, they just brought me in, and I was like, I don't want to come in. I wonder if they'll go to Bodyline. This will have a VOD, as long as I don't get bonked, we'll keep it up.
It's trendy, it's different and unique. You know, I mean, I could see that a hot topic, but
Hot Topic is like Walmart Harajuku, let's be real.
Gothic Lolita and cosplay.
But actually, Bodyline is Walmart Harajuku. In Harajuku. Hot Topic is like Walmart discount section. With stolen art. Hot Topic has proven before, I think it's Hot Topic, or is it Claire's, that they've stolen art from people. Oh, Samir?
All these girls who I see
No, please don't make jokes like that though. I will bonk.
They know so much about Harajuku and Lolly and whatnot, need to come here to get the real deal. Instead of just, I mean, granted, you can like read all the books all you want to, but unless you
Hot Topic isn't even fashion anymore. No, I went there recently. They still have a lot of clothes. I maybe bought a shirt. Oh, Lemongi. I bought a Halloween shirt. Harajuku fashion can be insane, but also really amazing. I love the creativity. I especially like the ones that are kind of fancy but kind of subtle at the same time. Like not the most flamboyant, like kind of the more punk stuff. Like this kind of stuff. Like it's still kind of out there, but you could wear it and it looks more normal than like wearing Lolita. Like I quite like Harajuku like punk style.
How did you come up with the design for Hangry and Angry?
I love Hangry and Angry. I think I have a couple shirts of them actually. I have a couple shirts from here.
She's creative.
Your dad went to Spencer's hoping to get some Kiss merch, only to find out they didn't sell that stuff anymore. Oh no! Spencer's is one of those stores where oh god, I have a story about Spencer's. I went in with a family member who was looking to buy some anime merch for their kids, and they wanted help finding a place to buy it, right? They immediately went to the back of the store. I turned around and they were gone, and they're at the back of the store and they're like, "Why'd you bring me here?" And I'm like, no, not there! Not there! It was so awkward! They were supposed to follow me to the anime mugs.
Design-wise, have you liked overseas?
That's interesting. When your inspiration for fashion comes from outside of fashion. So cute! I would wear almost everything in this store, to be honest.
I noticed that a lot of the clothing here in Japan are like, not my size due to my height, so...
I feel like there's a stereotype that clothes in Japan are really small, but it's more like they're one size. Everything was too big for me. It's hard to find anything to fit. And most of my friends couldn't find anything too like small enough to fit, so just none of us fit anything. I like Mint's hair. They have that thing where like one side is longer. Usually in real life that looks like shit. Pulling it off. Yeah, Shoki has some drip, right? I'm just here being like, I wish that was me. I want to be half as cool. You just said this so good. It hurt me though. The media stigmatized the leader dress style. I disagree. The reality is, even in Japan, it's not considered normal. Like, you can wear it to Harajuku on a Sunday or to a Lolita meet and greet, but it's not really considered fashion in Japan as much as people want you to think. Then Japan is still very much considered a costume. Like, people in Japan actually, for the most part, dress pretty conservative. It's only in like specific areas, specific places, or specific people who often get treated kind of shit. Just like in the West, if you wear stuff like this, like you're gonna stand out in ways that are not always viewed as good, even in Japan. But God, man, everyone in this store is so cool. I don't even know how. That's like a common style hair that you see for like Visual K and hosts, but I always wonder how it stays. I don't know if it's wigs or if it's like really good hair gel or what. Exactly, it goes against Japan's don't draw attention to yourself kind of vibe. So, you know, most people tend to frown on stuff like this.
I tried one on. It was not bad. I mean, I probably could have lost
good hairspray and hair wax. There must be a lot of it. Entirely too much wax. Probably. It just almost looks like feathers here. I thought it was really cool. Gaijin immunity might come into effect. I would say so. I dressed pretty flashy, and no one ever really said anything, but I also didn't have a lot of friends. But, you know, part of that was the social anxiety. I didn't try. I keep saying friends, it's more like acquaintances, once in a while. I have friends in the cosplay community, though. But outside of that, I was really bad at meeting people. One more part. We've got one more part. We are almost done. This is the finale, guys. I've actually been enjoying the Japan tour parts a lot. It was kind of worth it for this. Are Gaijin and Kaigai used interchangeably? Not really. Gaijin is like a foreigner person. Kaigai means overseas. So like Kaigai idoru is like overseas idol. But you can also have a foreigner that's an idol. It'd be like I don't know if you'd use like Gaijin idoru or if just Kaigai idoru is the term. But Gaijin literally means foreigner and Kaigai means like overseas. They're kind of different. But if you're using it in a noun, like as an adjective, it would usually be like Kaigai, I guess.
This may be a good place to take my wife.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gaijin's kind of fallen out of use lately. Well, Gaijin also literally kind of means like alien, so you know, it's kind of a term that people are slowly learning is not okay. Also, I've been here! This is the Monster Cafe! Wait, no, Poodleland, never mind. I thought it was the Monster Cafe. It looked flamboyant enough that I thought it was the Monster Cafe. I've never been to Poodleland. I literally thought it was the Monster Cafe for a second there. And now I regret not going to Poodleland. This looks really... It looks like a lot. I think I would enjoy this. Hello, Feeling! Thanks for stopping by.
It felt like Barbie overload.
Gai Kokujin is more politically correct, yes.
I always avoid.
But it's still frowned upon sometimes. But I think Gai Kokujin is more the one that's used now. Gaijin is kind of seen as almost like, not a slur, but just rude.
Either by like buying some cutesy stuff for the girls, or just taking their daughters or their kids or their girlfriends to.
I would take myself. I would literally go alone. Didn't Connor go here alone to get cinema roll stuff for Mouse? I think I saw that. Oh my god, I love the sparkly Hello Kitty. This is so awesome! I want to go there too! Man! It'd be so fun to take 2 weeks and go to Japan and just record like videos every day and then come back in the evening and talk about what I did. That'd be so fun. I would go broke on day 1 though, I can't afford that shit. You've been to Poodleland before? How is it? I've never been. Nice.
I just felt
he's going to a stage show.
Really all about. It's just so unique that in America, fans around my age
god.
Or college students, you know, they're into Sentai.
Asian Heroes Unite!
Or maybe we're not going to see the show. Maybe they can't show us that. I got hyped up for nothing. We don't get to see it.
Those who are in their 20s and 30.
It's really an all ages thing. A lot of older people enjoy it too.
And I mean, the stunt show was just awesome. I just love the concept of 5 heroes in different colors.
Well, we get to see a little bit of it.
Against, like, evil dudes.
That'd be so cool to see one in person. The audience often doesn't yell in Japan like that.
There you have it.
That's
America's
not
greatest
something
otaku
that
has
often happens in Japan. I'm glad to see he's so happy, but I sure hope that was a place where other people were also doing that.
The world is becoming a smaller place, and it's culture that intrigues us and bonds us. Throughout the show, we've traveled far and wide to 20 cities across America and visited truly fascinating otaku spots along the way. And of course, we met 19 talented greatest otaku contenders before the judges selected Christopher as the winner. All in all, I know I learned a lot, and I hope you did as well. Thank you for joining me on this journey, discovering otaku culture.
We learned some things, certainly.
I had a
Wait,
great
there's still more, okay.
And I feel that I wish that what we had.
I don't know if I want to go to Fujiko Highland. I mean, maybe. It'd be kind of cool. That's the place with all the Naruto stuff, I think, isn't it? Or am I losing my mind?
But it turns out that there are schoolgirl uniforms and boys uniforms.
Well, yeah, because people go to fucking school.
Tell who's from what school. And in my opinion, unless you have actually really come to Japan,
I think I'd want to give you guys a tour of Ikebukuro the most.
and the real feel of what Japan has to offer. I just had a blast. I mean, this was like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I will always cherish it.
審査させていただいた人たちみんな素晴らしかったので、点数はすごく悩んだんですね。
You know, it's so hard to judge.
Yeah, I feel like that is today's lesson. Read the contract before you go on a
I think when I
show.
first judged them, I just looked for the people who immediately like stood out.
So you judged a book by its cover for every single person. Wow, first impression only. Wow.
But then going over everyone else, it was really tough because they're all fans and everybody's obviously committed.
The lesson is you're not as cringe as you thought. All of us suddenly feeling better about ourselves. Except the fact that I could definitely outdo some of these people. The end was wholesome though, that's true. Out of all the reality shows, this was definitely one of them. It was a show. It was a show.
好きだっていう情熱をそのまま行動に移せてしまう。
That's true though. I really admire how like honest all these people were about what they love. I really like it when people are passionate about something. Makes me happy.
すべて総合的に好きな人たちのやっぱ強みだと思っていて。
Well, I think the difference in otaku in America and otaku in Japan speak directly to the differences between the two cultures.
It is very different. If you've ever been to a convention in Japan versus one in America, you'll immediately know the difference. Even at big events like Comiket and stuff in Japan, people very much kind of keep to themselves. They don't really socialize a lot. Of course, if you go there with a group or something, maybe. But from what I saw, everyone kind of kept to themselves, got what they went in for, and left. Hi, Vidi. It's very, very different. In the West, being a weeb, it's like it's a big social thing if you go to events and stuff. If you don't, it's fine. But the social community is huge, and it's very open and welcoming. Of course, there's exceptions, but I find that it's really
driven by the internet.
It's a really social
brings people together
versus very personal in Japan.
And when you go to the actual convention floor, there's a lot of noise. People talking.
Yeah, I was expecting something more reality show like too. Where was the drama? Where was the drama?
So it's a very
That's okay. It was still painful at times.
Playful, open sense of otaku.
I have no
fandom
regret.
in the United States.
With the wee and weeb. That's how to sum up Western weebdom, yes.
なれるんだろうみたいな日本人の方もたくさん。
Thinking of Western weebs and being like, how can they act so rambunctious? Yeah, that sounds about right.
最近日本の多分アメリカのオタクの人たちの影響を受けて変わってきてる感はあるかな。
Yeah, I missed the sumo, unfortunately. I've never actually seen the sumo, like other than in cartoons. So that would have been cool. That's kind of wholesome though. That was a show. So that happened. I'm not sure how I feel right now. But that happened. We survived 3 episodes out of the 6. Would you guys want to see the other 3 sometime? Please say no. Of course, what do you mean by of course? Nah, so good. Give us some time to recover. Yeah, I think I need some time to recover personally. 3. I thought it was only 6. No, it's 6. There's only 6. There's only 6. I think. Wait, is there 8? Are there 8 episodes? I thought there was. There's 5 more episodes. I'm like, what? I don't. Why? Why are there 5 more episodes? I don't even want 1 more episode. No. You know what? I am traveling next week. And I may end up having to travel longer than I thought. If we end up having to do a travel Zatsu, we could always watch the rest from my hotel. It's an option. Or we could, not. What if we have Hot Tub Stream 2.0 instead? Does that sound good? I'm gonna be right back. I wanna check something. But let's see. Don't be a coward. I think there's a difference between being a coward and being intelligent. I'm okay. That was a daddy long legs. I thought it was a spider. It's a mosquito. Sorry. I am not afraid of mosquitoes, but I am afraid of spiders. Now I feel safe knowing that it's not one. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to figure out if the Pokemon DLC is available. Hold on. Pedro. Okay, never mind. Daddy Longlegs aren't scary. Listen, let me look up. Okay, this one is like 3 inches. Its leg span is like at least 3 inches. Like it's bigger than my fist. This one's fucking huge. I thought it was a tarantula, okay? But it's a mosquito. I can download the new uniform set. The new uniform set is something you can only download when the DLC is working, right? I have the DLC? Question mark? Yeah, it's a really big mosquito. That's kind of why I instantly realized it wasn't a spider. Because I was like, oh, tarantulas are beefy. I got to close. But how do I tell? How do I tell if my DLC is working? Do I like go somewhere? How do I tell if the DLC is live? Another 30 minutes. I mean, I haven't, could you download the downloadable content though? Has anyone else been able to download the uniform set? I have the uniform set. So that's why I'm trying to figure out, like... It's supposed to come out on the 13th, right? Which is tomorrow. But, for the Asia release, that's why I'm wondering if it might be out soon. Is it out in North America in 30 minutes, Josh? Do you know for sure? Because if it's out in 30 minutes, I could just, like, schedule the stream for an hour, which is what I was gonna do anyway. I just want to make sure that I, like, have a game to play in an hour. If that makes sense. I have a stream scheduled in case, it's just private. I just don't want to make it public if I can't use it, you know? September... Okay. Whoa, that's loud. Okay. So... Oh, I guess it drops globally at the same time then, maybe. So it's coming out in... Eastern. At 8. Wait, is that 8? Oh, Eastern is 9. Okay, so it is out in half an hour. So it is, okay. In that case, let me put that stream public, and we'll figure it out in an hour. I know that's a little bit later after it comes out, but I really have to cook some food or I'm gonna have a bad time next stream. So let me make that public and we'll raid my waiting room. Let's see. I don't think I did set it up actually. I don't think I did make a stream ready. Hold on. See you soon, but yeah, I need about an hour to cook and then we'll get started with it, okay? Oh, there it is. It just wasn't public. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna raid my waiting room. And we'll be back in a little while. I'm not gonna put my ending screen on because I'm lazy. I'm just gonna raid myself and disappear. What am I gonna cook? Probably just dumplings. Be kind of lazy, like usual. I'm really tired, so whatever I can make easily right now. You're really gonna do this after we sat through that? Or is this revenge because I made you sit through it? Anyway, I'm leaving! Bye!